I'm going to do that there. Uh, Mary, it's like you are talking to yourself. Mute your computer, please. Take a mute. Yeah. So, all right. So, hey, there you go. I feel like stopping the show and starting again. All this time, what you can hear all this time? Well, Jesus, what is this? Wow. All right. So, apologies, everybody, to those who are listening now on Facebook. Now, I do the whole introduction again. All right.
She got to do a disclaimer from the top.
Good morning, everybody. This is Delton here, Glory 93.9 FM, your favorite gospel station. This is That Good Morning Tea, a show that comes your way every Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. when the doors open, and the show starts around 11ish. Usually we have sound when we start the show. This morning, we didn't. We didn't have sound
Apparently
on Facebook.
There's no audio on Facebook now.
Yeah, let's fix that.
I got that message just now.
That's why I started to do it all over now.
I just got this message.
No, again, people get
Okay.
That person delayed. The internet's slow.
The
internet's slow. So all right, so we're starting exactly at 11 due to the 8 minutes of silence that we had prior to.
Oh man, and we were really trying to beat the.
We do apologize. Top of the morning, everybody. Top of the morning. Buenos dias, Julia.
Buenos
That's
dias.
Julia. Buenos dias. And so we're up now, and thanks to all those who are listening and informed us of my blunder. I want to blame Vera so bad, but there's no way to blame her for
Doesn't
this.
stay blaming me for things, trying to say I was the reason.
I want to put her on.
We was late, however.
I mean, Delton was here from 10:30. I mean, before 10:30, folks. That's when the record.
Guys, I'd like to say I broke
10
records this morning at the time.
That
I
was in
came
office setting up, but probably didn't set up properly because it didn't have sound inside the street.
Well,
all right. So welcome to Vera. Vera's on camera now.
Hi everyone. A pleasant good morning to all.
And so once again, good morning. Good morning, one.
I'm looking at the wrong
all.
camera. This is the right camera.
Good morning, short. Good morning, tall. Good morning. Big, good morning, small. Good morning, all y'all. And so we are here on That Good Morning Tea, and we start our show usually going throughout all the stuff that has happened throughout the...
Checking if you all been acting right. That's what we be doing.
Basically.
We checking if you all been acting right this week. And as it stands, the answer is no.
No.
The internet dictates y'all have not been. Our survey says the lie detector test determined. Test determined that was a lie.
Yeah, y'all have been doing the thing. So on that note, I saw a comment that said that that's made a comment towards Vera. And so
what
on
did they
that
say about
note,
me?
I just want to go ahead and just slide this right in here. Well, not yet.
Why can't I see the comments? The comments in.
You can't see the comments?
Oh, I now I clicked on comments. I got it now, guys. Wow. Donald, you better than this. Donald, you better than this. I would have thought all this time you've been watching DGMT, you would have been educated beyond this point. Say headline Angels in Carmichael. Oh wait, I thought you was something else. I just registered what you're talking about. Delton, what you doing?
Put your headphones on. Yeah, sure.
Of freedom and of right. Fill our hearts with true humility. Make us cherish fearless honesty and help us to resist oppressors rule with all our will and might forevermore, and help us to resist oppressors rule with all our will and might forevermore. Happy Independence Day to my Ghanaian people all around the world, in the motherland and in diaspora. I greet you. I salute you. Have a wonderful Independence Day.
So probably it's the Independence Day for the Ghanaians.
And for Bahamians, a lot of you, when you check your ancestry, you'll find it's also your independence.
for a lot of us,
Ancestry.com will reveal.
Maybe
it's your independence.
I want to do that for me. I want to see exactly where my heritage really lies. So I plan that at some point when it's not costly to me. I wish somebody saying this.
I'm not entirely sure what your plan is.
No, because I mean, because isn't there a cost for Ancestry.com, something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
It's a little expensive.
A little expensive. Yeah,
expensive.
So happy Independence, Ghana.
Thank you so much. We appreciate the love
all of my ancestors.
Yeah.
We appreciate you for your labor of love and for sending us this way to the Bahamas. Anyway, so like and share the show to all of those who are listening. On
I'm just liking and sharing.
Facebook.
The Fasse Bouquet.
And so as viewers doing share, I'm sharing too. I'm sharing it all to all my little friends.
Let's get this together. I think trying to be like early and on time for us is a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much. We tried it today, guys. It's too much.
I don't like it. I don't like the being on time.
Get it.
But I made coffee this morning. In the pot. Which is not something that I normally do.
And you could tell from the coffee that
I'm trying to get used to it.
It was just a little strong. That's all.
I mean,
just a little strong. But so, it could drink.
I don't know how to do. I just do instant coffee. So I'm trying to get more and more into this pot thing and measurements. Apparently, use like an actual spoon and measure the actual like spoon amounts.
I mean, you could measure with your eyes. You have to like
that's what I measured until.
Yeah, but your eyes have to have seen how to do it before in the past.
I go based on the cup. The cup look like it's covered. All right. The cup looked adequately covered. It's like, all right.
Anyway, we are here this morning with our hot beverage for this good morning tea. Delton, where are we starting?
Birthday shout outs.
Yes, let's start there.
We start with birthdays that we know of. One is a...
Wait, pause. I got to send the link to one of them so she could be on when we shout her out.
Send the link. I forget you have your friends in different time
international
zones.
I'm an international girl.
Yeah, so she's gonna send the link out. So we're doing birthdays. Any birthday shout outs, y'all feel free to put them on Facebook and we're going to announce them and say their name out loud. And
yeah, let's do birthday shout outs this morning.
Let me find the fact wide. And help us to be brave and true.
You got the sentiment correct.
Something like that.
Lyrics wrong, sentiment on point.
I know something like that. Exactly where the thing is. I do that. All right. Okay. What is this?
So share it. This morning, DGMT, the Sip Saturday has begun. There we go.
Got it. Ready to go. So send a birthday shout out to anybody.
Make sure anybody you know who has a birthday is logged in. They are logged in because the birthday shout outs begin in the next 35 seconds.
Anybody miss? All right, turn it off. Okay, all right. So birthday greetings goes out to one Minister Yasmin Newbold. Sound.
Happy birthday to the forever young Minister Yasmin Newbold.
Anybody else have birthday in your timeline for Facebook? Let's do that. Let's
just check Facebook. Make sure that friend that you forgot about from school is not their birthday today. Yeah, check now. Check.
Do like a little fake thing, a little fake name with a happy birthday.
Why do you have to say it's a fake Karen name?
Ken McKenzie.
Just know it's a fake Karen thing.
Ken McKenzie, happy birthday to your fellow drummer Wayne Wilson.
This is everybody on your timeline who's having a birthday.
Wayne Wilson celebrating today. Happy birthday, Wayne Wilson, from all of us here at Glow 93.9 FM. Man, today would have been a friend who we lost this year. Sheffield Wallace's birthday would have been today.
Oh, it would have been today. Wow. So this is like a drummer's day.
This is
got a few drummers today.
Hector Roll, a fellow classmate of mine from R&B Bailey and CH Reeves. Hector's birthday is today. Happy birthday to you, Hector. Shandy Taylor, aka Carlo Taylor on Facebook. That's Kenyatta's sister. Her birthday is also today.
There's a lot of birthdays.
Birthdays all around.
Birthdays, so Independence Days. And then, of course, yesterday, we celebrated the 5th anniversary of the host of That Good Morning T1, Delton.
Oh,
that is definitely the wrong effect.
That's not the way I wanted it. There you go.
That's definitely the wrong effect for celebrating your own wedding anniversary. We celebrate the anniversary of one Delton and Julianne Roll, aka The Jar, aka Dallas and David, Mummy and Daddy, aka Dem Rolls Dem.
So happy anniversary.
Happy anniversry. Your wife?
To my wife.
Your wife won anniversary though. She came out yesterday.
Came out.
Truly changed her hair color. Really get her face big. Lashes.
So shout outs to Gemini Artistry. Who's on the stream too. Rizzy Nail.
And Divine Designs who had them edges lead.
And Divine Designs. Shout out to the crew down there. Divine Designs. They're not giving us any sponsorship.
Their ads play on Glory, no?
No. Divine Design, no. Or Gemini Artistry. All right, so Castellan, we ain't shutting them out.
Nevertheless, Julie, you slayed. Nevertheless, Julie, you looked amazing. And I hope you guys had a wonderful anniversary? Because I know you all dropped Dallas and David somewhere.
Nah, they were home. Yeah, someone come by the house though. Jesse came by the house. We went to a restaurant last night. Update. I got my first COVID test last night. I did a
nostrils?
Yeah, the rapid antigen test.
But that's in your nostrils or in your throat?
Oh no, that's in. I thought the rapid antigen was a throat swab.
Right.
That's what I thought. Oh, I was wrong.
Were you ready, Delton? Were you braced? You weren't.
I was okay. I believe the nurse had it out for me. It is clear because I watched. So Julia went before me. Went to the restaurant. I did. First of all, I don't know why I didn't think that this would be necessary, but she had to show the test. Or if you didn't show the test, you had to go on to the next side and take the test. Oh, I know. You're right, Marisha. We do have asked for Divine Design. You did the I for Divine Design.
She's just saying thank you for giving us a shout out.
Oh, that's
Michelle.
Michelle. Sorry, Michelle. I apologize. You do have us on Clear 93.9 FM. You want to be pampered? Want to be slayed?
Want to be slayed? Let Divine Design.
So I do apologize. So yeah.
Day.
So Divine Design is definitely a sponsor of Clear 93.9 FM. So we chat about it.
Honestly, this is definitely a side point. I just start a new job, but I know nobody. Someone come in my class. Girl, who did your hair? Give me the number of the lady who did your hair. First of all, we're not friends. All right. New work environment. Yeah. Let me go along with it. Yeah, because I hear you on the radio. This the same mess. This whole my radio voice is getting me in problems. People think I'm their friends. Apparently, they're coming to me for hair advice. So Divine Design.
Want to be slayed?
Divine Design. Honestly, you may just have some people coming your way. You may just have some customers coming your way. They heard my voice on the radio.
Yeah. So anyway,
maybe asking for a discount. I did not say that was a thing. Yeah. So just let them know.
Don't mention my name for a discount. Anyway, so I went to the restaurant. Didn't know I needed a test. They were like, "So, do you have your test with you, or you need a test?" It's like, first of all,
a test with you.
Test or what? So yeah, probably like you need one within the last 5 days, in order to go into the restaurant. So
anyway, let me know.
It makes no sense.
Let me not start because
to me that is the dumbest thing ever. But however, nonetheless, I don't want to digress and talk about the dumbness that is of 5 days. So I can bring a test to you, and you'd be like, okay, you good. Anyway, so I went there. They're like, go over to the corner. Went into the corner. Julianne went before me. Julianne, the woman put the thing.
Was that Julianne's first one as well?
No, she's done one before. She had the real one for before we she get it.
Oh yeah, of course. How was okay? Go on, tell the story. And I asked my question afterwards.
With the I don't know. Yes, she did the what is it? The RPT? No, the RPT. It's RPT.
PCR.
PCR. Sorry.
RPT. What?
To repeat.
So
anyway, she did the PR. Whatever it is. The TR, whatever it is, the
yes, sir, yes,
the one that takes a day to do. So she did that before. So this was her first time. So she sat down in the chair. The lady got there, went in her nose. She automatically went to sneezing fit. Like couldn't stop. Julianne. Like oh boy, funny. This is not good. She put the thing in her nose and automatically chew 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 chew. And the woman just waited like, ma'am, you can sneeze all you want. You have to do this test if you get in the restaurant. So after she get finally calm now. Won't put it in the nose. Let's swap a little swirl. RT, RP, PRC. That's what it is.
I said that.
No, but it is RT too. I thought.
Okay.
There's RT somewhere in there.
Miss Light. I see Miss Lightborn on your side today.
PCR,
all right.
PCR. Yeah. So anyway, so she did it. Swap. Done. Julianne still sneezing. Can't get it together.
And this with face beat, hairdo, sneezing, lashes done, sneezing. That ain't ideal.
You don't want to smudge your face with the tissue.
That ain't ideal.
So I sit down in the chair. I was like, let's go. It's my first one. I've heard all the horror stories. I heard it doesn't feel good. I lay back. I'm like, all in the brain. It's all in the mind. It's like, mind over matter. And if you don't mind, it won't matter. So I was like, let's go. So I laid back. The lady goes in. I don't flinch. I don't move. I don't do anything. She goes in. She goes in some more. Like, okay, I feel it. It's in there. She's feeling it. She's moving around. So I feel it. I'm not reacting. I've done nothing.
Right.
So I guess in her mind, she was like, oh, you won't be bad, man. So she continues for about another 10 seconds or so.
No, there's no.
And
Miss Mary, please confirm there is no need for that thing to be up anyone's nostrils for that long. You done already in my brain.
I did it, and she's there, and she's going on. And I find like a little like turn, and she tried to get out. It's like you wanted me to react.
She was waiting for you to react.
So like, if I didn't react, you'll be in here for how long, ma'am?
Jiggly.
Like how long were you planning to be in here if I didn't react to what you're doing?
So wait, there was just a nurse on standby at the restaurant.
There's a nurse,
so restaurants have employed nurses on privately. Like, how is this working?
I don't know. I mean, shout out to them for paying for it because I didn't have to pay for it. So I'm very happy to them for this, for this free test.
I mean, you want me to come and spend? You want me to pay to come and spend money?
Yeah. So I mean, I didn't have to pay for it from an outside source. Like, I now have my paper in the car that says I'm negative. However,
that's going to last you for 5 days.
It seems like that's an eye test because they're like, although this is a negative test, doesn't mean you like you fully free of COVID. Doesn't mean that you don't have some bacteria somewhere around there. Just mean like from what we can see, you look all right. So you could go ahead to eat. And so I went ahead and I had it. So Miss Mary said you have a good sample. Miss Mary, that was more than a good sample. Because I watched her do people after me. She was trying to get me to react.
It may not be a nurse, but a tech.
Okay. Yeah, it could have been a tech too, yeah.
My question is just what are they privately hired by?
Yeah, it's from the company stamping things on it because they give you the paper back with the stamp and the doctor and the guys there.
Interessante.
Not speaking English.
I wonder how much that's costing at restaurants.
I don't know. That's because you have to buy the kits, you got to get the kits and all the stuff, and then have staff there.
And then when I guess when people like how many people are really opting to take the tests to dine indoors when the option to eat outdoors is still there? You know what I mean? Like if I can eat outdoors, why am I paying? Why am I?
And outdoors,
I mean, it's free, and a lot of people aren't necessarily bothered by the whole swab up your nostril in your brain thing. That for me, I really thought the rapid test was just a swab in the mouth. And I thought that's what I was made to believe.
No, I was wrong.
Miss Mary, fix this for us. The whole swab in the mouth. Where and when can I get that?
And not have to do. I'm still already confused as why do we have to go so far up the nose to tell if I have it, but if I can cough on you and spread it.
Miss Mary,
if I can cough on you and
Delton, I'm sure there's a YouTube video that will explain. Yeah, probably. Let us not become distracted. So, you celebrated your anniversary. Yeah. Was your restaurant experience worth the test? Where did you go?
It was. I ain't calling them. Anything else?
Do what? Where you went?
I like to.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so you went down. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That was your first time there?
My first time.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold you.
It's nice. It is a nice place.
It's all right.
Yeah.
The meal was all right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I ain't gonna hold you. The meal was all right.
Julianne just say, hold up, you don't have to get tested if you're eating outside. No, ma'am. No, you don't.
Which makes sense. I mean,
you outside.
I mean,
it don't make sense. Outside. Make sense is a strong term.
None of these, but all these restrictions that seemingly don't make sense. It don't sit right in my spirit.
She said, but the same Walters breathing in all
same
our
waiters.
faces.
Yeah, the same waiters. The chef back there cooking up a storm. No mask on. And of course, he ain't had no tests in the last 5 days. So
yes, he did.
No, I mean like his test. He probably got tested on Monday, which means he can work straight up until get tested on Tuesday, and he worked those Saturday on the same test.
You'll leave the chef
as if he don't leave the restaurant and go home or amongst people within those.
We've got to do something. We can't do nothing. Jeez, Louise.
As Mary says, saliva test was not validated in country.
I guess in this country.
Country.
Interesting.
Anyway, that was my weekend. I got tested. I mean, not my weekend, my Friday.
I was going to say your weekend really just started.
That was my last night. I got a COVID test.
Glad you got to celebrate.
Now we know, Julianne.
Now we know.
Next time we sit outside.
Power. Next time the lashes don't gotta waste.
Yeah, we'll sit outside next time. What's else happening in the country this week? Politics still happening. We're still politicking.
I had another Brave Davis incident in my class. I was like, and I had to say to the kids, now you guys need to let this go. It was a different class this time. It was the class where Brave's grandson was there. And all the rest of the kids are like, stop talking about it. That Tingham daddy. No, Tingham granddaddy.
And he was like,
he was right there. He's like, yeah, that's my granddaddy. And the whole time I'm sitting there like this.
It's like, yeah, I got nothing about it.
Today was a funny week at school. This is a lot of banter, a lot of jokes. It was the first full week of whole school being back.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was exhausting, Honestly, that much human interaction. I haven't done it in so long. It took everything in me.
Full schedules,
full classes. All classes have a contingent, if not all, or the large, if not all the students in that class, the large majority of the students in that class are in school. Face-to-face classes, and I think it's just the children, they don't live on the same plane as us. That old childlike faith, COVID, I'm good, I'll be fine. Social distance. So yeah, just like the concept. I know my kids are straight because I pray in, not because they know how to maintain distance. So saints, let's pray for the children, pray for the teachers, because they don't have it in them. They don't have it in them to be at school among their peers for an entire day, socially distanced. Don't share a pen. Don't touch a piece of paper. Don't lean over your friend's shoulder. Don't slap your friend around the head. Yep. They just don't have the ability to do it.
That guy discipline.
They've tried. It ain't working.
Did they try? I don't think they tried.
They tried all that time. You had them locked up in their houses. They were trying at that time.
They tried then. Nah.
But it is wonderful to have the kids back. I know I've got some colleagues who are not yet back at school, and there are some people who are like, no, let's stay at home. It's a lie. It's a lie. The comfort of your home, wearing your pajama bottoms to teach students, it's all a lie. You've become comfortable, you've adapted, but it's still a lie. Face to face is better. Over time, we've forgotten that. And I understand, because I had forgotten too. My circumstances forced me back into the classroom, and I remembered, shoots, this is definitely better. This is definitely good for the kids. So yeah, it's a learning curve kind of a week.
Hey, so speaking of school, there's a voice note going around I wanted to play on air today. And
no.
There was a voice note that happened this week. Now, I'm not gonna lie, you made my day. I mean, that's not.
You should feel shame.
I mean,
because anyone who has heard the voice note will question, Delton, why should something of this nature
make the jokes? Your day? Listen to me. If you've not heard about the incident between Linda and Synovia, if Linda's family's on here, Synovia, we're not going to make any degrading comments about your family. So you're right. So you don't have to stop
about Linda family. You know Linda family together.
I say just in case anybody's online, is their family?
And Linda's their family.
You don't have to stop the show right here.
No.
You don't have to stop the show.
No. Stay with us.
However, if you're listening to Synovia's voice note, at a certain point, you should have stopped.
Because she did give you prior warning.
And that's why. So
she let you know. So give them the background.
To give them a little general synopsis, but not as colorful. It's definitely not going to be as colorful as the actual story itself. Apparently, there's an incident between a teacher and a student's parent.
Right.
That happened. Of course, we're in this virtual world, so apparently in the little messages that was going around,
according to Synovia.
Going to Synovia.
How do you know her name Synovia?
She said in the name.
I didn't even know that.
She's like, I name Synovia.
You caught the name and all of that talking?
Yeah.
I didn't. I must have missed that.
I got you, Frank. Said right now.
So who's that?
Someone's like they didn't get it. No problem. I can say I could PM.
Send them the disclaimer, please. Send them the disclaimer.
No, you can have a disclaimer. You can have a disclaimer in the message.
It's true.
So I ain't gotta send it. I ain't gotta take the disclaimer. But I'm doing a good job of sending that disclaimer herself.
We gotta talk about this.
Apparently there's an incident between the teacher and the student. And the parent got involved, didn't like it. And an incident then occurred between the parent and the parent and the teacher.
Right.
And some words were exchanged. Mm-hmm. Some direct messages was sent. And so the teacher removed the parent from the classes group on the WhatsApp. I don't know who added her back. So obviously somebody added her back.
Now the people asking for the message, Delton.
Yeah, so after a while they added her back. And once they added her back, she then began to have a few words for the said teacher.
The general gist of her message was this. Me and Miss Linda, we have had some issues, but these issues have never surfaced in the chat. I've never disrespected Miss Linda in this chat where all the parents are. However, Miss Linda come in my personal chat and Miss Linda won't disrespect me. Now, Miss Linda is the teacher.
And Miss Linda went to the principal about me as well.
And we're calling Miss Linda because Miss Synovia say, I calling you by your first name and I don't care.
Synovia said, in the words of Coming to America, your mommy named me Linda. I'm calling Linda.
Well, there you go. So Miss Synovia is essentially, her story was this. I didn't bring our business in the streets. You brought our business in the streets, because apparently after Miss Linda addressed Miss Synovia in her private chat and reported Miss Synovia to the head, Miss Linda then came into the parents group talking bad about Miss Synovia. At this point, Miss Synovia had been removed, but Miss Synovia had relatives who were still in the group telling her wagwan.
Still in the group.
So Miss Synovia joined back into the group to tell Miss Linda about herself. Miss Synovia explicitly said, I am about to cuss bad.
No, what happened is she said, let's get it right. She said, I did cuss you before. And I want you to know, I'm about to cuss you out again. But and it was the tone in which she did it, which was so funny for me. It was like, I never disrespected you before. And yes, what you said to the principal is right. I did curse you when you private messaged me. Yes, I did curse you out then. However, since now this is now public, I'm about to curse you out.
Now we in these streets, I'm about to curse you out again. And anybody,
to all of the parents that are listening, if you do not want to hear this, end the voice note right now. So it was at that point
Miss Synovia won my support.
At that point, I'm like, Synovia, I respect you because you gave everyone a disclaimer. Yeah. So no one said you came in this group and you still did this in respect. Now, after that disclaimer, it went downhill but uphill fast.
People say it went from 0 to 100. That's an understatement. That went from 0 to 1,000,000.
She is the
after a very respectful disclaimer, she went, and it was how long was the voice note? Like three or 4 minutes? 3 minutes.
And that first minute, oh man, you can play for your children. You can play that in front of your children.
No problem.
And everybody be happy.
But when she tells you to stop listening, stop.
Stop.
So essentially, the story is Miss Linda ain't doing nothing. Miss Linda, you're not teaching these children. And now you want to penalize my child because you had a problem with me. She used a lot of expletives to make that particular point.
Yeah.
And in the message, she said, while the children are home not being taught, or you are sending them worksheets to do, you are busy on TikTok. This is when the internet
and of course
decided they had to play a role.
Did what they do best.
Like,
she on TikTok. Let's find the videos.
Have you got one of her videos loaded?
I have no. I'm not loading any from on the plane now.
Why?
Because Miss Linda family might be out here, and this is not. I told them they could keep on listening, ma'am.
Yeah, but then they must be on Miss Linda TikTok too.
They're not on TikTok, and so.
I know where to point you guys. I can point you in the right direction. Seeing as we being politically correct today.
Yeah, we being PC. Gotta be very PC.
The Bahamian internet, not just the internet, the Bahamian internet. They found Miss Linda's TikTok account.
And
unfortunately, the evidence suggests that Miss Synovia made a point. Miss Linda is actually spending way too much time on TikTok. She's spending way too much time on TikTok. And unfortunately for Miss Linda, the gifts and talents she chooses to display on TikTok aren't necessarily her strongest. Like, if her TikTok skills are a reflection of her teaching skills.
Julianne here trying to be trashy, but play morning devotion. No.
Play morning devotion. Play morning devotion, Delton. That is entirely inoffensive. Now, at this point, I want to shout out Janae Lewis, because if you go on Janae Lewis's Facebook page, you will find all the whole Miss Linda TikTok library there. And I'm shouting her out because it's also Janae Lewis's birthday today. Happy birthday, Janae Lewis!
Now,
if you are listening,
this is a very good point.
I just use that as a segue.
Julianne says, "Now, Vera, those could have been recorded off the clock."
Julianne.
She was dressed in teacher's attire for most of these things. These things, like, you look at the attire, like
the way that eyeshadow is teacher's eyeshadow. Miss Linda had on teacher's eyeshadow. Anyway, so Miss Linda, she sings on her TikTok. Havana, oh na na. That was. And then she had what was it? Not For Your Glory.
The fire. That was being sent in a Facebook group every morning. That's devotions. And I think thinking about it, Miss Linda is an educated. She's educating young people who are on TikTok. She probably uses TikTok as a teaching tool. I don't doubt that. However, it just didn't help the argument. Like, Miss Linda, they're accusing you of not doing the best for the children. And then you on TikTok recording video of yourself doing big girls. I'm a big girl and I like it. Doing a bit of this, a bit of this. The question is, teachers, y'all should have TikTok.
And me and Delton spoke about this just last week. Delton was telling me I should put my Teacher Chronicles on other platforms. Miss Linda is the reason why this cannot happen. Teachers, TikTok ain't for us.
After that video, I quickly messaged Vera. I said, please.
TikTok is not for us.
Send my comments.
What is this whole story? What did we tell you the story is? Like, teachers, educators.
You're not.
Your TikTok is not for you.
Now I've seen them.
Now have an account to see what's going on and know what the children are listening to. You may want to use some TikTok jokes and references like, it don't move, my hair. It don't move. Like that kind of thing. Get the children laughing, break the ice in the classroom. But you personally can't have your face on TikTok.
You can't do silhouette challenges. You can't.
Silhouette.
You can't do none of those kind of things.
No.
And once again, I want to say this as another disclaimer. For you parents out there, TikTok is not for your children.
Yeah. Entirely unfiltered.
I want to say this again. For all of you parents that freely just give your children devices and allow your children to just go freely and download these apps that you think are fun and cute. And you see them doing these little dances in your house and you be there kiki with them. TikTok is not for children.
TikTok is what? What age and up?
I don't know even.
No, what would you suggest based on what you've seen?
Oh, from what I've seen, Jesus, nobody.
TikTok is for adults only.
They have some disclaimers. I mean, they try to do these little these guidelines that they go by, but it is not in any way, shape, or form like that restricted. In order for me to report something, I have to see it first. So by the time it's out there, it's too late.
Fun fact: the voice note of Miss Sonovia has been shared so many times you can only send it to one person at a time. Can't send it to multiple people. WhatsApp has now put restrictions on how quickly on how many people you can forward certain messages to because fake news. WhatsApp's doing that. WhatsApp's doing what they got to do to quell that fake news culture. I mean, people, I'm seeing comments. I don't want to call you silly, but Donicia say that could have been recorded at 3:15 with teacher's makeup on. Julianne say she only has teacher clothes.
That's all she have.
The point is, teachers. Social media, gotta be careful, man. Because Miss Linda didn't win. Whatever we thought of Miss Linda, she lost. She lost when people were able to pull up her files and watch her singing Havana, oh, na, na. And it was the winding up the body. It was the one where she was dancing. That one was like, Miss Linda, clearly, you're out of touch. You don't know. The internet's not safe for you.
It's not. I guess you think that you put these. I don't have none of my students on as friends, but TikTok doesn't need friends to share your information. John NDI Jr.
This is a good friend of mine.
It's a friend of
yes, it's a good friend of mine, all the way from the UFK.
In my school, who's TikTok famous.
Which is more awkward in the UK because the rules on social media for teachers there are stricter than they are here. Like here, you can have like a homeroom and you can have like a homeroom WhatsApp group with the teachers in it. Can't do that in the UK. Like that's a no. Oh. That's a heaven no. So I find that weird. See, and that's the school, but are her TikToks like teacher TikToks?
That's what he's saying. That's what I was saying. Like, say she makes fits in school, so all the kids follow her. So I'm pretty sure she has her content tailored for teachers.
I guess she's not silhouette challenging. I assume.
I have in my scrolling of TikTok, I've seen a female. I mean, I've seen
you missing some of these comments.
I've seen people tell you how to put spells on people. Like I watched a woman literally cut. Like she cut. I don't remember what the name of the post what she was going under, but she showed you how to do this and how to cut this and what to squeeze on the picture.
What's that? To put a curse on someone?
She was literally doing witchcraft. And it's just scrolling. Like you scroll, you see someone singing.
And the thing is that you based on your interests, that shouldn't come up in your TikTok.
I just be like photography, stuff like that. So that interesting that they put up there, it's lies. Children, and Michelle says children don't care about guidelines anyway. The content on TikTok is disturbing, very disturbing. Arisha, who's now fully caught up, says her voice can't be real, man. So she's still stuck there.
I told Marisha there's no filter, there's nothing on that. That's how Miss Linda sounds.
And that vibrato, Miss Linda, that is rich.
John, I'm gonna send you this information if WhatsApp allows me to forward it. Because John is all the way in the UK. This wouldn't have got to him.
Yeah, no. He definitely didn't see that one.
This wouldn't have got to him.
Oh Lord, he said she's trying to understand what TikTok is.
Donita is best.
Yeah, it's best
you don't know. I think the only thing about TikTok for me as a teacher, as an educator, it really
it feeds them. They get their news from TikTok. They get their jokes from TikTok. It's feeding them. And so for me to have no clue what's going on TikTok, I put myself at a disadvantage. Like the little boy who was in my class saying, "You gonna make it boom, make it boom." Remember I told you about that? That was TikTok.
I started singing the song.
So the children cracking jokes, making sly comments and things in your class from TikTok, and because you don't know what's going on, you there looking at them like, what's the key?
Yeah.
They could fully be cussing you out and you just wouldn't know.
And they're laughing, hee. And you there like...
My favorite TikTok is the one where the music comes on halfway through and it's just for several things. So parents, they say when they beat you, they love you. Give me the belt then. Give me... Or the one where the guy said, the praise team leaders be like, can you lift your hands and help me praise him? The key is too high.
Hey,
I must say TikTok has some good jokes, but teachers, you gotta just be a little bit abreast. Donnie, I'm gonna send you the receipts.
John say Corvette. Exactly.
Corvette. I don't understand that one. That one's above me. That one's gone over my head. I don't get they're doing. Yeah.
And I've seen like good trade children they're dancing and the parents them like kiki and like, do you know the words of the song? What like all the dumbness they say in the song?
No, but then that's why when I said to the boy, "Tell me the name of the Make It Boom song," he said, "I don't know. I just heard it from TikTok."
Yeah. And so anyway, so that was. I
definitely feel like parents, TikTok is the newest enemy. Definitely feel like TikTok is the newest enemy.
Jody said she has to remember the punishment for the Make It Boom in the classroom. Yep.
Yeah. Sing. You got this video is 2 minutes and 47 seconds long. Continue.
Junior break time.
Yeah.
So that took some time for me to get over on this week because I laughed. I ain't like every time I send it to somebody I laugh again because when I send it to you I'd listen to it again, and when I listen to the voice note again I went through laughing again, and not the whole voice note, just that first minute and a half.
That first disclaimer.
She gave the disclaimer and then she started that first line. Now to you, the woman of the hour. Let me tell you something.
Thank you, everyone else, for listening. Yeah. This is not for your ears.
It's like everybody else. I thank you all for coming. This has been great.
But my thing was, based on Mum's rage, I really do believe Miss Linda may be slacking. I don't know categorically.
Once again, the comments, views, and opinions expressed on the show, not necessarily those of the 9 staff, 93.9 FM, its staff, or its sponsors. However, I am fully in agreement with.
Yeah, man.
Because
Mum's not ghetto. That articulate opening tells you
she has some
she's not someone who lacks the ability to express how she feels.
Yeah, so she has some.
You just run Mum hard.
Mum, I just said it. No, I'm upset. She made it quite clear. And so those who don't know, see Vera, she sent it to you. Hopefully, WhatsApp allows her to send it because she's forwarded too many times. So that was all the talk on this week. Not all the talk. That's some of the talk.
That was the first thing I sent to Delton to talk about this week.
No, that's not the first thing. The first thing we go back to is in these states that are united.
Oh gosh.
Over there on top of the Bahamas. To the right.
To the right and to the west of us. To the left and a little higher.
Yeah, whatever it is. They decided that in this whole plan of life, that certain toys are disrespectful
yikes
to other human beings and their rights and privileges.
This is going to be a brief conversation. I'm just saying.
And so they decided, for those who I don't know, the younger one should know because of the movie Toy Story. He should know. There was a Mr. Potato Head.
There's nobody on watching DGMT who doesn't know Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, pretty sure. There's a Mr. Potato Head and there's a Mrs. Potato Head. They said, you know what? This is not good for children. That we are forcing these genders on the children. So they're now taking the Mr. off Potato Head, and it's just now Potato Head because they don't want to.
You even got all that background as to what they want and don't want. I didn't really understand what the reasoning behind it was.
They don't want that, confuse the children, and so they want to take that gender. They want to take the gender off.
They want to make Mr. Potato Head gender neutral. So he now no longer has a wife.
He's just now Potato Head. Because of why?
You see the sticker when the guy's like, for why?
Because of why?
It's just we're just
why are we doing so
just
much?
Doing too much. I'm seeing now. I saw a meme. It was funny, but at the same time, I was like, wait. There was like thousands of people who laughed at the jokes. I was like, wait. So this is normal? Like sometimes Christians we forget we live in a bit of a bubble. The meme was a guy messaged a girl, "What are your pronouns?"
She said she, her. He says, how about you change them to my girl? A kiki. And I was like, wait, this is only funny if we are all accepting that asking someone their pronouns is now a conversation opener.
So I didn't know what you identify as today.
And a lot of the comments, so this was posted by a student of mine who is probably now in the 2nd or 3rd year of college. And her friends were commenting on the fact that that's like, they've struggled to become used to it as Bahamians who are studying abroad. But apparently from what they were saying, they have had to become used to the fact that people will ask you your pronouns. And I was like, and I'm thinking age-wise, she's probably 10 or 11 years younger than me. So at that point, that's maybe like the marker.
Yep.
Everything below that for everyone younger than that generation, that's going to be normal. What do we do about this? Because I'm not okay with that.
The alphabet crew. To me, I don't know how they got this much clout, how they got this much power. I mean, I know we allowed it to happen. But like, why is there such? We are willing to maneuver and shift so many things around for this particular set of people, and they are now forcing laws to change. They are now forcing certain words to be removed because that word sounds too much
powerful.
There's like, I can't say this word because it offends me. I can't say this because, and so we're not taking it and telling you just don't say it because it's offensive. We're saying it now that don't say it because that's wrong. So let's take that word out of the dictionary.
Yeah, before it was let's tiptoe around the people who don't like this, but now it's actually like, no, we've established that because they don't like it, it's now wrong.
We have to take that word out completely. And so now the idea that you can identify as something is now becoming more and more a thing, and we should change the law to allow people to identify and to define their self. We don't want to define them. That's Dave Chappelle. It's like, just because I feel like this morning I'm a white person, that don't mean I can go to the bank and get a loan. because today I'm defining myself as a white person, so that's mean I should go put a sweater vest on.
And I really would like to hear from somebody
and get the privileges of a white person.
I would like to hear from somebody who subscribes to this way of thinking, because I want to know, where is the line? Where does it stop? When I decide, is it only to do with gender? Can I decide my race? Because, we're simultaneously fighting for racial identity and, trying to redefine the racial identity and what it means to be Black and regain our history. We are from the ocean, our ancestors, however, we can choose whether we're male or female. Yeah. I was like, wait. And then, so can we choose how old we are? It's like, can we choose that too? Or like, where does this stop? Where does this sense of I choose what I am? Like, where is the line? It's only to do with gender. Why is that so fluid and flexible when actually when we come out of the womb, we look very different? In the same way, you wouldn't allow a white person to say they are Black because they look white.
They have tried that. And someone tried
that. It's the very same person. You can't tell someone who looks like a woman, even if maybe they don't curve in the right places. But when you strip everything back, they look like. Why has gender become so fluid but nothing else? And I'm not asking this cynically or rhetorically. I genuinely want to know.
Jody, let's get some comments.
No, Pastor E.W. Hayes, it is really good to see you, but your comment has distressed me. You come in here hot, and I'm like, oh,
Jody says they are bullying persons to put that in their social media bios as well.
I completed an application. What are you? Male, gender, other. Order? What is order? I was tempted to click other just to see what the options were, but I said, you know what?
You're not ready for that.
Leave that alone.
You're not ready for that. Like, Donita said, slowly creep into changing normal words. Slippery. And Jody said that they're doing the same thing with race now, so they're trying to say that. Hey,
no, but Black people, we're not having that because you wanna culturally appropriate.
And the race people usually the other side trying they want to be Black. But they don't want to be fully Black. They want to be Black to the.
So who's allowed to change their race?
We found soon. We can find soon when
you know what's also happening soon? Jesus coming back. So y'all stay fooling around.
Definitely.
Stay fooling around. Naomi Hannah.
There's a lot of breast. All mix up like conch salad.
And not even a good conch salad, man.
New World Order. Again, Tonisha say, can I identify myself as a humpback?
No, but Tonisha.
Go ahead,
as ridiculous as it sounds.
In the water.
Someone somewhere is gonna say, but I belong in the ocean. I'm a mermaid. To be honest, I'm walking on land, and it just doesn't feel right. I woke up this morning and I felt like a mermaid. I felt like I belong in the sea.
From birth, I knew that the water was calling me.
You see the line where the sky meets the sea? It calls me. And no one knows how far it goes, but I do.
E.W. Hayes, all the way from North Carolina. Hey, brother, says shalom.
Tears. I love it. I love it.
Tears. One of the cashiers at my favorite home improvement store wears a pin that says he, him, his.
Oh my God, what does that mean? Because I'm not going to call you any of those things. You're serving me. I'm not going to call you he, him, or his. I'm going to call you by your name. Just write your name on the badge.
No, because they've been given some kind of gender name that they didn't want to identify.
He, him, his. Do you think he was forced to wear it? No, because because if it was a guy wearing he, him, his, he's identifying by what he is. Mm-hmm. I assume he wouldn't need to write that because there's no ambiguity or confusion. People would just call him what he. Anyway, I believe that's something the company would have implemented. But Pastor E.W. Hayes, is it that everybody in the establishment had to identify their pronoun, or this particular employee had gone above and beyond to just make sure, don't get me mixed up now.
The whole idea of
I'm he, him, his.
Term pronoun is just like, what am I talking about? I'm not.
My mom named me Vera. That's what you called me.
And according to when I came out of birth,
I just want, honestly, I really would love for someone who is an advocate for this. Is this even a line of thought? I don't know what it is. For this.
Yeah, for this.
To come and just answer my question. All y'all changing laws, changing words, changing alphabet, changing pronouns. Where's the line? Like, how far? Like, okay, I'm interested. How far can I go? Can I be an animal tomorrow? Let me know. Can I change?
You feel like a poetry. I don't even know what. You feel like not a poet. I feel like a poetry.
I feel like a poetry. Mm-hmm. I just want to know, how far can I go? Like, who has the rule book? Who's written the manifesto with the boundaries? I want to know what's fluid, and I want to know what's not, and I want to know why.
I think the alphabet crew know. The alphabet crew definitely know. They can tell you.
I don't think all of the alphabet crew know.
They know, because they are the ones that really are determining the new lines, the new boundaries, the new foundations that we should done. Because
you say the alphabet crew, but the people changing the laws, they're not part of the alphabet crew. They just advocate for the alphabet crew.
It's too much. Naomi Hannah says, love you both to the moon and back. Relevance. EW says he is not a he by birth. So she is not a he. He is not a her. Them people. Jody Ann says race isn't fluid, but the way persons have pushed the LGBTQI agenda.
What's the I? What's the I?
She coming I just now.
The I was a slip of was a typo.
No, but I know I've heard I too, but I don't know what I mean.
But why? First of all, it's a little I. Why are we discriminating against the I? Why is the I not capitalized? And also, in addition to that, what does I stand for?
Well, I don't know.
Anyway, do you know what? Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Agenda is the same way / tone of racial tensions. The aggressive approach is similar in some parts. So this is what we're doing now.
We're losing logic.
I told Juliana it's not gonna be long before they take Barbie off. I have a feeling they're going for Barbie.
I'm surprised the women's rights didn't come for Barbie.
Yeah, if I have a feeling going for Barbie
being skinny and blonde. I thought they was coming for Barbie long time.
I think they can come for Barbie soon. I don't think Barbie's gonna make it too much longer.
Why can't I be a poetry? Grammatically, I'm not okay with this. However, apparently, in pronouncing, grammar is not important because you're serving me and I'm going to call you he, him, his. I'm not going to just call you by your name.
No, because I don't want you to get confused and say, thank you, sir, or thank you, ma'am.
Then
you don't know what I am.
No, I just call you name. I just call you
name.
No.
They're confusing the kids. They are. But I don't want to be a person or a thing. I want to be a poetry. Yes, I want to be a poetry.
Poetry.
So
poetry is
from now on. I will call you poetry.
It's an abstract noun.
So what do I call you? You want to feel? Am I calling you poetry? Or
in name animal place thing? Could you put poetry in thing?
Poetry is a thing.
No, but it's not tangible.
No, I can't hold poetry.
Presidential, because it can't go in neither. Can't go in any of those categories. Can't go into a name, animal, place, or thing. Can't be that.
I feel like that's the way we should do it.
I've heard of this pansexual. Jodianne says, man, and there are persons that are identifying as no.
Naomi say you want to be a Shakespeare. Bye. Bye, Naomi. Bye.
Dwayne says, for the record, LGBTQIA positive or negative, I guess that's what it is. That's the blood
No,
type?
I think plus, and now he's giving us a dash for the pronoun.
I thought it was like
for the definition.
I thought A could be positive or negative, like blood type.
I honestly thought
that's what a common abbreviation for the lesbian, gay, bisexual, pansexual, transgender, genderqueer, queer, intersex, agender, I guess it is, and asexual, and other queer identifying community.
Question. Quick vote, guys. Who thinks Dwayne typed out himself or copied and pasted for the internet? I think Dwayne typed out himself.
He possibly did. An umbrella term, queer is an umbrella term which embraces a matrix of sexual orientations and habits of the not exclusively heterosexual and monogamous majority.
He typed out himself, guys.
Jody says Wikipedia. Jody says Wikipedia.
Jody votes Wikipedia.
I'm very safe space. Very copy and paste.
My thing is, because it's Dwayne, it could have been. It probably was copy and paste, but because it's Dwayne, it could have been fresh out his brain. Dwayne, thank you for that. That
clarification.
The clarification.
That did not clarify anything.
It's just too much.
It's too much.
I feel like, we're fighting the fight of our faith, but just pause that for 1 second, because just put that to one side.
Put a pin right there.
What happened to common sense? I just don't understand it. Like, come on, guys. Anyhow,
so you get it from the manifesto.
I think when it comes to faith, Christianity, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no question. Mr. Potato Head should be Mr. Potato Head, and he should be married to his wife. You just broken up a happy marriage of how many years? And look what you did to Mr. Potato Head. It's only a matter of time before families all over the world, the husband decides, you know what? I'm not husband again. And the wife say, wait, I only married husband. I made vows with husband. If you're not husband, what are you? Come on, guys. Ugh.
I gave
the ripple effects of this.
I gave my trough to the husband. Not me.
Pastor Denzel, you could be whatever you like. There's a song that says you could have whatever you like.
Nah, he wants to be a typhoon. Fine. You know what? Fine.
For me, it's the creativity for me.
I like it.
Typhoon, no, but
I like Typhoon. The Typhoon is good.
I think is our resistance enough in terms of you are never going to get me to say my pronouns. No. Like that is not even up for discussion. I think Christians were very good at resisting. Like that's never going to be me. I'm never going to be in that conversation. We're going to resist. We're not going to participate, and we're not going to entertain. We're going to be disgusting. Your badge says he, him, his. I'm going to say ma'am, and I'm going to leave. You can do what you like after that, but I'm done. We're good at resisting.
You can get fined soon, man. That's gonna be something that can send you to jail.
I don't tell you all, if I get into jail for this gospel, God will provide. That's a small thing. But is our resistance enough? Yes, we're going to educate our children, because my nieces are part of that generation, but they are already outraged by anything like this. Like they'll call me and be like, I saw this thing on the internet. I'll be like, thank you, Father. Keep them, Lord. Keep them. But, we're going to educate our children. We're going to, is that enough?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that I think that we're also missing, especially in the neighbors to the north, is that Christian faith is leaning more towards embracing this whole thought process and this thought of what's actually happening here. So when you talk about are we making a stand? Are we talking about it? On that side of the world, I think the move is now more towards, you know what? I think they're right. I think there of course there are some that are not going to bow.
I wonder if we truly think they're right, or we would just prefer to pacify them, and so we agree. I don't know if these preachers sat down and thought, you know what, this make a bunch of sense, this really sound like what Jesus wants. Or they just being like lazy. We ain't want to fight this.
I wonder, like, if our pastor of our church was online, if someone like came to our church,
shares what
came and the link,
recording?
Yeah, no, the link for the show.
I thought you meant the recording of
no. Oh no, no, I mean the show. If someone were to come to, let's say our church that we go to, like for Center, and Pastor Denzel is inviting them. I mean, we did the business thing before COVID. And we say, thank you for coming, ma'am. And the woman was like, no. It's not ma'am. It's sir. What would our response be? Oh, what should it be?
Hallelujah.
Like if that were to happen.
You're married. That's my response.
And they'd be like,
that's my response.
They'd be like, no pastor. That's not who I am.
Not no pastor. Not no pastor.
That's not who I am.
Oh gosh.
That's not who I identify as.
That's a good question though.
Like what will we do? Will we just look back and be like, or will we say, come out? You filthy spirit. You filthy spirit.
I don't know.
I rebuke you. What
Delton,
should we do?
I don't know.
What should we do? Should we just be like, okay? Just be like, I know we ain't a I'm pretty sure I know.
Part of me is inclined to say that person, someone needs to have a conversation with that person. Like
after church?
Yeah.
Oh, tell them,
part of me. The other part of me is like, no. You want shout out corrections in the middle of service. Likewise, receive correction. That's what I feel like. I feel like in that scenario, like correction should come loud, proud, clear from the pulpit to the person on the stream, so everybody can hear.
Pastor says,
throw up the sticker. We don't do that here.
We don't do that
here.
We
don't do that here.
Pastor says, God bless you, beloved. Furthermore, my name is Typhoon. Do not call me pastor. So Typhoon says, God bless you, beloved. That's the response. The response is, God bless you, beloved.
Oh, God bless you, beloved. That could almost seem like a signing off. That could almost seem like okay, I accept that. You know what I mean? I just feel like the response needs to not be condemning. It needs to not be, no, I believe in public shaming. Let me fix that. Not condemning. Publicly shaming is an effective form of correction. I believe so. However, the response cannot be misconstrued as condoning.
Definitely cannot be.
It can't be. Now I know Pastor Denzel, God bless you, beloved. That's his standard response to everybody. Those he loves, those he doesn't know, those he is angry with. In that moment, God bless you, beloved is a loaded statement.
Definitely.
But in terms of like what the response to those moments as they will begin to occur in the house of God more and more, what the response should be, we cannot. We don't shame unbelievers. We win an unbeliever. Pastor Denzel, you assuming this person is an unbeliever?
That's the first problem. You don't. Once again, sir, you're judging people.
Because you is my pastor.
Exactly.
You've been my pastor.
You're very judgy, sir.
You've been my pastor online. I just managed to press into the house of the Lord, and I came. You know why? Because the last time you preached about being in the house, I felt convicted, and so I pressed.
And now you tell me now.
I pressed. Now you're telling me I'm an unbeliever? But I was on the prayer call Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
And doing the praise and worship.
However, Pastor Denzel, I would take that advice. We don't shame unbelievers. We win unbelievers. I'll keep that in mind in the classroom because I don't always use that.
And so we are drawn to repentance by good works. Pastor Denzel says.
Okay.
That's a mad question. But I think that's where we're going. I think, hopefully not the Bahamas. I'm praying not the Bahamas. I'm hoping that at some point a line is drawn.
I mean, in the UK, that could happen. As soon as church open back, you all can expect that kind of madness.
That's what?
You all already got. You're so far gone.
Shauna Smith is here. Shauna, we miss you, Shauna. I just want to say that.
Good. And the fact that you telling us good afternoon is already part of the problem.
Yeah. Shauna,
but it's good to see you. We didn't see you last week. No, Shauna did come into my chat and she did say, she was busy. She didn't make it to the show last week. Pastor then say, if Typhoon is their pastor, then they will be told, thou art an offense to me. Get thee behind me, Satan. Okay, I just wanted Pastor Denzel to acknowledge there are various responses to this. Good, God bless you, beloved, could be the what's the word? The signing off. He, she, him, her, they, us, we're waiting on. And we don't need that. We don't need that to any misconstruence. I would say, welcome to you, human. So wonderful to have you. God bless you. Again, human. No, you is a she. Anyway, again.
So we don't give him anything at all.
You see, I am not the minister at my church who has the gift of closing the service. It's not me. I don't have it.
Called Yasmin.
Marisha's one of them. Yasmin's one of them. They have it. I don't have it. So prayerfully, it will not be the day.
I better give a look and just move on. I just feel like.
All right, just do one. I'll find one sticker face to put on.
Yeah, I just like all right. If anybody want to call in, those listening via radio, we have a number to call in. 828-3543 is the call line. 828-3543 for those who are listening via radio or Facebook and want to call in. I want to scroll across the screen for those on Facebook. That's just how fancy we are here.
Princess say I wasn't ready. Princess, apparently none of us are.
Yeah, so numbers call is 828-3543. And if you want to send us a text or a WhatsApp that we can read on the air, you can send it to 828-2543. So 3543 is the call. 2543 is the text. 828 is the first three numbers.
Also, I have one more birthday shout out. I don't know if she's logged in, but it's a birthday shout out to my friend Oyinkan, all the way in London, who is selling her Oyinkan. That's her name. We call her OY or Oyin for short, but her name is Oyinkan Sola. That's her full name. It's her birthday today, and she's celebrating in London on lockdown. At home, unable to go out, but she's got cake and things. So I hope she has a wonderful day. Child, I can't follow. I can be following now. But I know it's going on a little while now. It's been at least they didn't have Christmas. They've been out since Christmas.
Nice.
Christmas from that first December lockdown. They've been kind of trapped in the closet.
So she home.
She home. She's very much home.
Is it O-N?
There's no alternative.
It's I, right? O-Y-I-N.
Yes.
You're wrong, Julia. That's right. I know my ancestors. I know how to spell their names. I say how to use. Why put this on the screen? I just make the thing run across the screen. Yeah, I can touch your producer. Take a shot. They can do it for you.
Anyway, so we're still on housekeeping. We ain't even gotten to the meat of today's show because we said we was going to talk about Miss Linda, Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
Honestly, that Mr. Potato Head can of worms. We need to have a. Oh my goodness. John says they're going to be free soon. When you say soon, like what date? What date are you guys working towards? Because John is listening to us from the UK. He is currently, let me put this in inverted commas, on lockdown. Because for somebody on lockdown, he's never in his house. But that's not
essential?
my
essential workers?
I think he's made himself essential.
Yeah, essential worker.
No, but John is a teacher.
That's true.
But he's out today and it's Saturday. Anyhow.
Private. Thank you so much, Shauna.
Pastor Denzel's asking another question.
I can't be a poetry and mother's name. Is the sound made by a particular animal that believers are not allowed to eat in the Old Testament? This is madness.
Mother's name.
Oh, Mama? Is it Mama? No.
Pig. Really, Pastor Denzel?
Anyway. John says May 17th.
That is not soon. Y'all got a while ago.
Yeah, that's about a month.
However, the year is speeding by because this is middle of March.
Yeah, it's going pretty fast.
It's middle of March.
So I saw someone post last week that we're approaching our anniversary of lockdowns. So we know what we're doing. If you have anything planned,
big people party.
It's our lockdown.
What are we actually celebrating, please?
It's our lockdown anniversary. So.
That fateful day, March 15th, when our lives were changed forever. I remember my response to the announcement that we would be closing school. I closed my laptop.
That's like I feel that's what you meant, and I was going to go there.
No, I know what he meant. I'm ignoring it. I'm ignoring it.
He's a private.
I feel like
going there.
Honestly, I feel like it's inappropriate. I feel like it was inappropriate.
Like when she said it fast, I immediately thought I was like, oh.
And Glory 93 asked him if he meant to type this privately. No, he didn't.
No, exactly. He didn't. I didn't respond to the thing about the scrolling across the screen thing. Anyway,
trying to say Road, March 15th. We should have like what's it called? A parade. Motorcade. That's it. We should have a motorcade on March 15th.
So no. I'm pretty sure that's not gonna happen. But yeah, so we're approaching our anniversary again. And this is like during this time last year, we were just like, oh yeah. I never forget this Sunday morning. The Sunday morning, this is like before COVID hit. I'm sure you remember this. Our pastor was praying. We were in a prayer. It was a Sunday morning. It was a prayer service we were having.
The Sunday?
It might have been a Sunday. I can't remember what it was, but he was praying, and he was praying against COVID.
This was in February.
And he was like, he praying against COVID coming here, and then he stopped praying in the middle of prayer.
The numbers would go.
He was like, he was like, oh, it's here already. I was like, what? Like he was in the middle of prayer. We were praying against COVID, and
I think it was a Tuesday.
And I was like, Hold on, what?
Was it a Tuesday? Remember
No,
Tuesday
no.
services?
Remember we had Tuesday services?
I think it was a Tuesday and we were praying before service.
He was just praying. In the middle of praying, he stopped. We were praying against COVID coming to the Bahamas. This is before it was not here yet. It was just in China. It was making its round slowly to the U.S. And we were just in there praying, like, yes, God, it's not coming to the Bahamas. It's not. We agreeing. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. And then he stopped. It's here already. Oh, come on, guys.
We wasn't ready.
And since that prayer, we ain't never been the same.
We wasn't ready.
Since that prayer.
But our God has kept us. Has he not? Kept us. He has indeed.
So the answer, remember, she said it was a Bible study.
It was a Bible study.
Yeah,
when we used to have Bible studies on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Good times. Good stuff.
Man, God was like, no, too late. Yeah.
It reach.
It reach up. Prepare yourself. Buy a mask. It's coming.
And so a year later, here we are. And what has come out of the panorama is that good morning tea and all the tea you give us, because the internet wouldn't be as great a place if not for the pandemic. Am I telling any lies?
Yeah, it's
wouldn't be.
Place to be.
Wouldn't be. What else did we have on the docket for our housekeeping? There was
I was just sent a private message.
Not more things we missed this week.
Yeah, that there are new gender pronouns. So there's the subjective, which is she, objective is her, possessive hers.
The only benefit of herself. This is everyone learning their grammar and
so we paused this one right now for a brief intermission on language, brought to you by what is this? Trans Student Educational Resources. He, the subjective, objective is him, possessive is his, reflexive himself. Then there's they, them, theirs, themselves. Now there is Z, which is ZE. That's a subjective.
I don't understand.
There's objective, which is her, HIR, or ZIR, zer. Then there's hers, which is HIRS, or ZIRS.
These are words?
Then there is herself and like HIR self and zer self.
And one day someone's going to ask me to teach that in class.
Oh, it's coming now. Prepare yourself.
Oh, no. They should prepare themselves before they ask me. My goodness.
So anyway,
princess, apparently all of us.
So
what? Zer is if you neither want to be
you don't want to be him,
female or male.
You just want to be neutral. I guess that's a neutral term now.
So okay, question. Question. If I am neither him, he, she, him, he, his, or she, her,
whatever,
hers.
Yeah.
Do I fall into themselves when someone? Do I fall in that group, or am I outside? Like, does themselves cover the zuz? Does it cover the zuz and the hers?
I don't know. Let me see. I can tell you now. Does that take care of that?
No. The day I have to relearn this is the day I say, Father, I thank you for my time in the teaching profession. It's been a wonderfully fruitful vocational experience.
And then?
You either transition me to glory or to something else, because this is the end of the road.
Could they say it?
And I won't let go. It's unnatural. It's unnatural.
Yeah, it's the songs today, man. You go with all the lyrics of the songs today. But yeah, that's where we are now.
Princess say confused.
Yeah, so this
Marisha just got a headache. Honestly, you see me holding the side of my head like this. That must be what it is.
So yeah, that's where we're at right now. And so
Delton, I feel like after that we need a commercial break.
You want a commercial break?
Please.
We can do a commercial break. So y'all stay tuned right here. Keep it locked to Glory 93.9 FM.
You may need to get another hot beverage because
all my coffee is done.
We even finished our housekeeping.
I mean, no, because and I still have the video to play too.
Which one?
Week. The one last week that I sent you with the parent.
You can play that and then go into the commercial break.
I can save it for the end. I play and go into the commercial break.
Yeah, play it and go into the commercial break. To be honest, there's nothing to be said. Just watch this.
It's just funny. It's just a funny.
Because we've already been talking about how you're carrying on in church since church opened back. You're doing all kind of things.
You'll be doing the most.
You'll be doing the most, and you never fail to give us that good DGMT material.
So
subject,
all of
verb,
you who are out there who are listening to Glory 93.9 FM and the morning drive. That's not morning.
Shauna say any treats today? You bringing them?
I wait at any moment, Shauna. We also read the Bible says. So
14 Warwick Street.
I'm always ready for treats and things.
Also ready.
I'm always ready in case the door would have knocked now. And so y'all keep it locked to Glory 93.9. I'm gonna take a brief commercial break. Pay some bills, quote unquote.
I thought you were really just gonna go on to like Rev and BPL,
Yeah.
pay some bills. But I get what you mean now.
No.
I got
In
you.
the terminology of the radio, we got to pay some bills. So anyway, I'm gonna leave out with this video.
Shauna says she can't drive legally. I might.
Yikes. Remember that. It's being COVID. Remember the rules? Remember the rules? I'll play this video for y'all so y'all can see what's happening out there in the world. And then we're gonna be back.
You can take me off camera?
I will take you off camera.
Okay.
You off camera now. You go.
Thanks.
All right. So y'all keep it locked right here. Glory 93.9 FM. Let me play this other video and then we can go to commercial break.
Y'all stop that fighting back there. Lift at me. Oh, Lord. Lift at me. Oh, Lord.
Glory 93.9 FM, the people's favorite gospel station.
Located on Carmichael Road, Divine Designs Hair Boutique is a haven for women and men looking for professional beauty services. Our state-of-the-art and contemporary equipment creates a relaxing ambiance for you to enjoy while we cater to you. Need a hairstylist? We cater to all types and textures of hair for care and styling. We even have a barber on duty. Need a nail tech? Our technicians provide a range of nail services, including the latest trends. Unwind in one of our massage chairs while you get your pedicure. With our reasonable rates, friendly staff, and over 20 years of experience, you will be in great hands. Call us at 823-1669 or 698-1025 to schedule your appointment. Wanna be pampered? Wanna be slayed? Let Divine Designs make your day.
Stop letting these other guys run you hot while looking for ice. No need to check the food store, the gas station, conveniently located around Nassau. Cooler Ice. So for just $3 US, you can get a bag of ice whenever you want, or refill your 5-gallon bottle for the same $3. The ice machine is closer than you know. Cooler Ice. With locations at Arawak Key, Potter's Key Dock, Montague Boat Ramp, Superwash locations at Prince Charles, Carmichael Road, Soldier Road, Charles Saunders Highway, and 3 new locations: Superwash Nassau Street, Wolf Road, and Gibbs Corner. Cooler Ice Bahamas, fresh and ready whenever you are.
The thoughts, views, and comments expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production of Glory 93.9.
The freshest wave of glory to hit the Bahamas. This is the all-new Glory 93.9 FM, where God is glorified and the people of God edified.
Hey, smile a while, give your face a rest, all right? The troubles won't last always. Don't worry about it. God's gonna work it out, all right? Don't worry, just say, good morning. Good morning. Even the troubles are done. Yeah. Good morning. Just smile and say good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on. Even the troubles are done. And smile. Just smile and say good morning. All right. Hold on. Don't cry. No, babe, no, babe. The troubles won't last always. Be still and know He is God, yeah. Mention His name, all knees will bow. Why? Those tears, cause the joy, yeah. Joy of the Lord is your strength. He won't give you more.
All right, everybody, we come back now. Yeah, the song. A little brief intermission. Thank you to all our sponsors that are making this show possible. The thoughts and views of Vera. She's not here now, so I'm talking about her until she comes back. Not those of that of Glory 93.9 FM. Its staff, its people, its sponsors, and all the other things. That's Mark Isaacs in the back there with good morning. And so welcome back to all of you. I'm back on the camera. Sorry, my apologies. I want to play a video one more time, just for those who might, before I go back. Before I put myself on video, just for those who might not have seen it, who just tuned in, thank you for tuning in. Here's the video. This is very funny to me. Here we go.
Y'all stop that fighting back there. Lift at me. Oh, Lord.
And so that was very funny to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold you at all. So as Vera speaking our way back, this is particularly happening it looks to be on a Sunday morning, according to the persons online that I got the video from. Probably it happened on a Sunday morning. Dad was up there trying to get the service together, letting people know that God's love lifted him. And the children were in the back having a whale of a time. They are in the back there playing around in church. And I guess somewhere along the line, they believed that because he was on the stage and was singing the song of the Lord, that he's not going to bother us at all. That he was not going to come down. He was not going to reprimand us because church is going on. And in true form of a African-American parent, continue singing the song now. He didn't let the song go. He kept the song of the Lord going. He didn't stop the song of the Lord. He wanted you to know that God's love lifted him. However, don't you ever believe for a second. Don't you ever get to thinking
that as his love lifts me, y'all could be in here cutting the fool.
That y'all could be in the back here wilding out, and I'm not going to come down here and deal with y'all.
Why should Jody said social media should have cut the stream? No, sir.
No. This is to be seen.
There will be order in the Lord's house.
I wanted to see the rest because I would hope that he would have brought him to the stage.
And made a public display of them.
Yeah, I really wish that he would have, brought them to the stage. Like, okay, y'all want to play. And since y'all want to play, let me show you where y'all play. Y'all play right here. I have some people complaining that you can't hear me, so I'm turn the mic up a little bit. All right. So since y'all want to play, here you go. I'm gonna come talk to y'all down here. Let me come down to your level. So that also happens like on the end part of last week. So that's another one thing. Look, we had to keep it current. Let y'all know what's happening out there in the world of church and jokes. Now, last week, as we get back into our show, on last week we talked about churches doing too much. I mean, we used the example.
Let me sip water.
We used the example of Pastor Mike Todd. Is his name? Mike Todd down there, and according to Alexander Sachs Hepburn, what is he?
The Lord's Bishop.
The Lord's Bishop. Was out there and in the last Usher video splashing water around, talking about going into the deep, yet he was in ankle deep water.
Now, I have to correct that. The message was not about going into the deep. The message was about lasting through the storm. So the rain was actually the storm.
No. I saw the sermon. He talked about going into the deep.
Yeah, but the rain was about the storm because afterwards the background, the rain stopped.
But the whole sermon talked
and the background.
I'm anchored. So
No. The series was anchored. The series, but that particular moment when the rain came down and the floods went up.
The flood didn't go up.
It came up to his ankle, babe.
Anyway,
it was about weathering the storm. I just want to make sure we know he wasn't trying to demonstrate depth in ankle deep water. I just want to make sure we know.
He was representing the storm in the light Sprite.
That was not a Sprite, babe. That was a
it was light Sprite. It was a heavy Sprite. It was Sprite.
That was a Sprite that made us concerned about the lights.
Anyway, so we talked about that, and then there was a picture going around. Once again, if you are the family or if you are watching, you can.
If you remember,
or a member of the church, you do not have to end the video here. You can keep on watching. Do not end the voice note.
I will not say that.
Keep it going.
I can't guarantee that.
And so it was. I'm sure it was the rain. Yeah, it was the rain.
She said that was rain. It wasn't a spray.
Spray. So there's a clip. There's a picture going around of from Believers Outreach Ministry. I think that's the name. Believers Outreach Ministry with Pastor Marty Nottage. And no one really knew what happened, obviously, because Bahamians don't necessarily need context. I just need to see a clip. And
Shots fired.
I'm going to run with that clip.
Shots fired.
I just need to see a still shot, and I'm going to run with that and make that a post. And so there was a picture that was going around where she had some persons dressed up in what is known as angel costumes, which is another topic. Have you ever looked at what angels actually supposed to look like?
They scary.
Them things are hideous. Anyway, so
like multiple eyes, multiple wings.
Like what? Anyway,
that white guy with blonde hair.
I don't think that's what we. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I mean, it is here, but it's not there. So there's a picture.
You
going
read
around.
The comment. My name is Naomi Cleohana, and I approve this show. Naomi Cleohana, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you this morning.
And so there's a picture of her in front of the stage, and there were these persons dressed up as white as the angels, And I think there is a situation happening here with this microphone. All right, so the angels were up. There was one in the lift. There was someone scaffolding.
Someone on a ladder.
Someone on two on the ladder.
Okay.
Shout out to those persons out there risking their lives for the gospel. Because I was like, bro, that's a tall ladder. It was a high ladder. And there's just two guys at the end, like trying to hold it. I don't know if you saw them. So and then that went around and everybody just jumps on the key and a key. Once again, this goes back to our subject of last week.
Yeah. Are we doing
too much?
Because the topic last week was illustrative sermons.
Yeah.
Are we doing too much?
Based upon the video that you saw.
The clip.
The picture. Because I said I later on sent Vera I found the sermon. I wanted to see what the sermon was.
Because right here at DGMT, we do not jump on bandwagons.
Yeah, so
we do our due diligence.
So I didn't want to jump on it and say like, why she got what he's saying? I don't know something. I was like, no. So I searched the little Facebook catalog.
And he searced because I don't know how he find that.
I came on. I want to see I want to know what it was. I just want to be like, there had to be a point to what was happening. Because I thought maybe when I'd been an old video and this is from a Christmas production. That's initially what I thought. And
listen to me. People say, people who've been in church their whole lives, some of us ain't sure when we really get saved. We've been giving our life to Christ ever since we could talk. And some of us don't really remember the day where the Lord's Prayer, where the prayer of salvation or the sinner's prayer really stuck. I know when mine stuck. I went to watch a production called Heaven's Gates and Hell's Fire. And when I watched that production, by the time I was done, when I gave my life to Christ, I mean that. When I saw that picture of, is she a pastor, apostle, evangelist, rev, prophet? What she is?
Maddie Knowledge. I know she's a pastor. I don't know what other title she uses.
Woman of God, Matty Knotted. When I saw that picture, I had flashbacks to Heaven's Gates and Hell's Fire.
Yes, Lord.
All she didn't have was that smoke and them red lights. Because there was a moment earlier on when you sent me the actual thing. Those of you, I doubt anybody actually saw the preaching it was from, because you'd have to search high and low or be a fan and be somebody who regularly watches the stream. There's like an earlier moment where she's preaching and it's like a demonstration of how when you pray, angels come to your, to your aid and assistance, and then they kind of deal with the demons. So you had the people in the black being the demons, and then the angels kind of doing war on your behalf. And when I saw that, I was like, this is very Heaven's Gates, Hell's Fire. Like the vibes here very much take me back to my 8-year-old self when I was like, oh no, hellfire is not for me. I'm not going there. Save me, Jesus, save me. Like if she had red lights and smoke that day, like in that preaching, I'd have been taken all the way back. I would have given my life to Christ again.
Put in the middle, so
I'm just saying.
So that's the picture there. It's in the middle.
I would have given my life to Christ again.
So that's the picture that was circulating on social media. That's in the middle of us. And so exactly,
Julianne.
Oh, all right, sorry about that. All right, so that was the image. So of course, if you like Vera gave the context of actually what she's talking about, there's context to it. Did we take the time to see the context? No. Why would we do that?
Does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
Does it become less much?
We just want to go after the woman of God.
Is it less much if we have the context though, or is it too much regardless of context?
I don't know. So we're back to last week. Are we doing too much with these illustrative sermons? Because I mean, this took a lot of planning. This wasn't like,
oh no, this wasn't off the cuff. Now
this was like an off the cuff.
No,
this is something I want to do.
Jody says, show the picture again. Give it on for like 15 seconds, let people look at it. Study the picture, see what you see.
So it's in the middle of us. So this isn't like I know our church part does a bit. All right, give me 5 guys, any 5, and they come run up on stage. And he has these little plans that he wants to try out.
Right.
He wants to try them out. This is really trial and error. This could go right. This could go wrong.
People on the stream don't know. People on the stream don't know that. You don't need to say all that.
Sorry.
They didn't know that.
So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully someone listens to
9.99 times out of 10 always goes excellently, swimmingly well.
You mean the point?
No. Yeah, the illustration for the point.
Yeah, the point goes. The
point comes across well.
People following the instructions. Not all the time to get exactly what's happening.
Oh, yeah, it's
But anyway, that's neither here or there. And so this wasn't one of those. This was something that
there were costumes involved.
She had a sermon done, and she had know exactly where she wanted to go because they were. Like,
Shauna say that's a quality ladder. You'll come off the show.
Listen to me. I mean, first of all, there's a whole.
You gotta leave.
There's a whole electrical lift. If you looked behind.
What do you mean electrical lift?
It's a lift.
I never saw that.
Oh, you thought it was a game? No. So
no, but then what's the lift for? Who got to go on the lift?
You can't see the angle of a person. There's somebody that's actually on top of where the angels are.
You know what? I would say if I'm not the angel on the lift, I'm not an angel. If I can't be the angel who dress up and get in the lift, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, so there was an angel on a hydraulic lift that went up. Being an archangel.
Oh no. Y'all take back all your stink comments. This is a professional.
No,
this is A1
this
job.
is well planned out. So
where is Christoph Roll? Christoph, come see this.
This is well planned out.
Someone tag Christoph, man. He's at one funeral. Tag him in here.
Yeah, the funeral. You're recording some on boats.
He's doing something. Taking somebody's wedding
And
pictures.
so when I saw the hydraulic lift, I was like, oh no, this isn't something that she just like randomly threw together. No. She went into this. The first stage that we talked about, where they had like these little creatures and these masks that were supposedly demons, they were in full black.
Yeah, and she was on like a little.
She was on a plank.
Because Maddie knows she don't have height, so she came up on a little.
Yeah, so she had like there's different stages of like she talked about the heights that you could go in.
So
her first one was on the ground, and then she went on to this. There's like two other cinder blocks and a plank.
Right.
And that's what she was on. And on that plank with the blocks, that's where the demons were around her.
Right.
And so at that level, that's where the demons were, and they had full access to go out. And then they keep on going higher and higher. I should have put a little thing.
You should play a little bit of it. No, just open the YouTube thing.
Copyright infringement. I want to
copyright infringement.
I don't want to
It's on Facebook Live. That's on Facebook Live.
And then just went up higher on the ladder and the guy on the lift.
Higher, deeper, higher. Sorry, I have a song for every. Sorry, I have been corrected in my WhatsApp. She is Dr. Matty.
Oh, sorry. Okay, all right. No disrespect. This is funny. Let's say we come online and see the picture. Yeah. So that was the point of the sermon. She's talking about the different heights. Now, for a Sunday morning, is this okay? Is this any different than water splashing?
I mean,
is it too much? What's the question?
Let's ask the people them what they think.
For the people them that are online.
For the people them.
You go to church, and while in the middle of the sermon, the pastor pulls out this 20-foot tall ladder.
Who calling you?
That's a call? That's not a call. That's text coming through. The pastor pulls out this 20-foot ladder, and people come out in costume. To me, it feels like a Christmas play. That's what it felt like to me. Because when I saw the picture, that's what I thought it was. I thought like someone took a picture from a Christmas play, and now they're trying to bring back and make a joke. But then I realized, no, this is from a recent sermon and the sermon series that she's talking about. But for you as a person that's sitting down in church, is this too much? Shauna said she liked this more than the water.
Shauna, what do you mean you like this more than the water?
Personally.
One thing about y'all Bahamians, y'all biased, right?
No, we ain't biased. For me, I would design a little different, but I like the hydraulic lift situation. I was like, this is very nice.
Mania says she was driving, listening on the radio, and she pull up because she had to see this picture. Okay, well, Shauna says she liked this more than the water. Let's hear from everybody else. This is my 2 cents.
Go ahead.
The lesson we relearn this lesson every week on that Good Morning Tea. This clickbait culture that has become that has been amplified by pandemonium is developing or breeding a group of people who digest only what an algorithm feeds them.
Definitely.
And that's problematic because that clickbait culture is feeding into the division. I know this sounds like I'm blowing something really small and minute out of proportion, but when I saw the picture, I was like, Muddo, what is this? But then when I sent it to Delton and he found the context and he sent me the link, I was like, again, this is one of those times when you get a bit of context, when you take the time to see the context, things aren't always what they seem. And I think the internet has, especially in Christendom, these short clips you see on Church Milk and Shade Room and this one and that one and on Twitter and cancel culture and in the clubhouse, we're talking about it. Context. Because last week the context was you're not the audience. You know what we appreciate that you're not the audience for this. So your judgment here is actually irrelevant entirely. You were not there. You ought to have been there when she delivered the word. Because honestly, Maddie's little illustration of elevation and the angels and the demons, it was powerful.
It was powerful. Honestly, it's powerful. And I watched but a minute of it.
Our health professional is like, first of all, this is too risky situation where someone could have had an accident. Is it worth it?
But Miss Mary, no one had an accident.
First of all, they don't keep you up unless you dash your foot against a stone. Unless you dash your foot against a stone.
Because when we say was it worth it, what measuring stick are we using to judge the worth of an illustrative sermon? The fact that the message was delivered well to one person, is that enough? Or does it need to be 10 people that were convicted, whose prayer lives were shifted as a result of this physical representation of angels are real when you pray, demons, angels real when you pray? You know what I mean? That's essentially the point she was driving home. One person was like, Motto, I can remember that the next time I go to pray. That's enough. Does it make it worth it?
Would too. I think that...
Honestly, my pastor been preaching about prayer since I can't even remember, and my whole prayer life has shifted. And I watched Maddie, and I was like, "Yeah, boy." So do you know what I mean? Like, when we say, "Is it worth it?" What do we mean? Like, what are we measuring the worth against? Again, if you're not her audience, if it wasn't for you, then carry on smartly.
This particular one. I agree with Shauna. Shauna said she believed that Dr. Maddie would have prayed them back.
Facts. You are not falling off this ladder in my service. No, sir.
This sermon? Not this one.
This doctor, I believe well and truly. She was going to get it.
I like Shauna. I prefer this over the water.
Now, Princess has also said she's looking at this, worrying about the risks.
Yeah, no, the risk is out there. Now, the person that I draw a cliff, I think they're okay. The ladder is
I'm gonna throw in
concerning.
I'm gonna throw in a spanner in the works. I'm gonna throw in a huge spanner right now.
Go ahead, man.
Princess is a lifer, and she says she's looking at the risks, right? Somebody would watch a live stream, and the fact that, for example, our pastor's not wearing masks, praise team's not wearing masks. If our pastor calls Delton up for an illustration, Delton and Pastor Denzel are both on the stage in close proximity, not wearing masks. And they are looking at the risks. They're worrying about the risks. Do you understand what I mean? And our context means, that ain't no thing. Don't you stay online worrying about that. We ain't worried. Our context.
It's slightly different.
How so?
The risk of physical harm from falling from a ladder.
And the risk of catching COVID?
Is slightly different.
Because not to some people, the risk of catching COVID is gretter to them
in this case
than
right
falling
here,
off a ladder.
I'm not going to lie. I saw that you didn't see the people who was walking the whole ladder. They didn't quite touch them.
That ladder, as Shauna said, that's a quality ladder. That's
it is a quality ladder. It is a quality.
And then you know they did a dress rehearsal. Yeah, this is not an off the cuff something. I'm not saying climbing up the ladder doesn't have risks, but I think it's interesting to say when we look at this, we see the risks, but at the same time, someone said this last week. I can't remember who it was. She said that there are a lot of things that we do that people will look at from the outside in. A ladder's risky to anybody, Christian, non-Christian, believer, like it doesn't matter who you are. Ladders have risk attached.
That's all up in there, that high up in there.
But that's a sturdy ladder, buddy.
And they get 4 people on a bad boy,
making it more sturdier. Not more sturdy, more sturdier. I said
it's equalized. It's
balanced out. Maddie said, "I don't want 3 of you on one side. I need 2
and 2.
Balance this thing out." Okay. Again, we don't necessarily know what risk assessment they did before they put this performance on or this illustration on. It's very clear that it was planned. So maybe there was an extensive risk assessment. There was a testing of the weight on the ladder. There was some measures put in place. We don't know. The point was, angels are hearing taking your request to heaven. You see the girl with the paper in her hand? That's your prayer in her hand. That's your prayer in her hand. She's taking it up.
There's a person holding it.
Yeah, Bashaya, right now.
2 of them.
So again, my thing is,
both sides have papers in there.
Right. My thing is, I see risk. I don't. It's not the first thing I see when I look at this, but I think because we become so inclined to criticize, it's easier to see the risk than to see the illustration and the power of it. Which I do believe it was a powerful illustration. I really do.
Yeah.
Having watched the context, I really do believe whatever message she was trying to communicate. See her red cushion? That's the prayer cushion. She just come up from off her knees. And victory is hers in the name of Jesus the Christ. So, I don't know. I see Janae saying some people are really visual learners. That's a fact. And I think this illustration didn't have the level of frill and distraction that the water one did.
Yeah, theatrics. Yeah,
This
wasn't as much theatrics as it was. I think this was more.
This was less theatrics and more point.
Yeah, this just driving my point home. That was just like a long time sitting in the boat, splashing around water. Splish splash.
Princess is taking us kind of back next week, and I think this is an interesting point. She said, I mean, though we have always had visual learners, what did the old televangelists use for their visual learners? We spoke about this last week. Like, is the power of the gospel enough? Like, illustration, forget that. Don't worry about the fact that people's learning needs are catered to everywhere else in life. In church, let's keep it simple.
So I don't know. Princess, a PowerPoint screen. First, they had no PowerPoint printers. Then they had a little glass slide. They had a little transparent. It wasn't no thing. But I think during that time, you must also agree to this. There was not much.
Princess said, "What did Jesus do?"
I show you a theatrics, Princess.
We talk about it.
I'm pretty sure.
Delton say he believes Jesus had musical accompaniment.
Yep, I believe there was some cymbals and the guitar.
Someone's on the harp right there in the background.
And a lyre.
Because Princess Delton claims he don't believe the Sermon on the Mount was just delivered. He believed either Jesus got hooping now, Jesus had some harps in the background. This is Delton's. Yeah. Is it ICG? Which one is it? ICG, sis.
Someone's on the lyre. They're hitting the string to the harp. I believe it was.
Now, Pastor E.W. Hayes says one hand is on the ladder, both feet on the same rung. It's totally safe.
They're training. They're training. Someone's out there with the ladder.
Because
training.
I mean, if this ladder was being used on a construction site, as it is, it's like not one of the ladders that lean up against the building.
A ladder.
An A ladder, thank you. Because yes, it looks like an A.
A-frame, yeah.
An A-frame ladder. Would it be secured any more than this?
No.
I mean, construction people, you tell me.
No, this is it. That's all you get. And I mean, there were in this particular picture here, you can't see the people, but there were two gentlemen standing on the other side.
Oh, Jody, that's a powerful point.
Two gentlemen on the sides that were standing there.
And maybe their job wasn't to hold the ladder because that would be a distraction. There is to say, y'all stay put per adventure.
They were there at the beginning of the climb, I guess, just to help the ladies, to help make sure they get up safe.
Right.
And then afterwards, they backed off a little bit. Tweeting these just random Google facts. Thought he said, take the phone from him, please.
Let's make sure we haven't missed any comments. Julianne says she doesn't think it's different, but she doesn't have an issue. Win the lost at any cost. Princess say, I don't know. Oh, she was asking for the picture. Looks like something out of a Medea movie. That ain't right. And then when we talked about the worth, like we assess the risk against the worth, or assess the risk against the point that is being illustrated. And Miss Mary said worth is what we must explore. But I feel like when we say we must explore, we are the outsiders looking in who really aren't interested in the worth. No. Do you know what I mean? Like, we have sat in the seat of judging whether this is risky, whether this is worth it. But y'all still listen to Dr. Maddie. So don't worry about it.
Y'all don't go that age.
Let the people who's listeners look at this and say, okay, I feel it's touching my spirit, but I worried about this girl on the ladder. Let them do the assessment. Unless you understand, I just feel like we doing more work than we need to do.
Yeah, definitely could be. That could be the case. I won't deny it as the case.
He leaves the 99 for the one. Talking about visual learners. Naomi is tagging friends and pulling them into the conversation. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. Pastor E.W. Hayes talking about the hand on the ladder. Let me reiterate, this wasn't an off-the-cuff situation. I believe they took safety measures. This looks well planned. You have a hydraulic lift. The person who rented to you didn't give you some kind of risk assessment. I don't believe that.
If it didn't rent it, it looks brand new. I won't lie. I would be shocked they didn't buy it. And if it did,
because she said, listen, if we're going to use, if this works for this illustration, guys, get ready. The month of April, that series I going on in April, we're going to need that back. We're going to need that back. But Jody's made a powerful point. Princess said, what did Jesus do? Jody said, miracles, signs, and wonders. Then is Jody proving the point that some people may say, we doing all of this, all of the gimmicks and the illustrations because we've lost power?
Listen to me. A guy came up to Jesus, can't see. Jesus says, let me make a little mud in here in this little dirt. Let me make a little clay. Let me spit in the ground. If that is not illustrative, that right there, that's a lot. So I wouldn't say that these guys didn't have much, or Jesus just did miracle signs. You think Jesus could listen and say, "Okay, here, eyes be healed"? No, he could have. He could have said.
You saying Jesus had gimmicks, Delton?
Not gimmicks. It's like, let me try something here. Let's see what I can do.
Jesus said he didn't do anything unless he saw his father do it.
So
his father say,
so I mean, God got some tricks up his sleeve as well.
spit in my time, buddy. Spit and clay.
That's good. So God's like, what you can do?
We did the demonstration in the lab. You ready, Jesus?
Yeah.
Spit and clay time.
Like you saw ministries before. Like, I got this. Let me just get this little dirty together. And so I mean, Jesus did some administrative stuff. No, yes.
Julianne say Jesus turned water into wine. That's real theater right there.
Did he really?
Nobody say, ma'am, that's a party.
Question for another day.
Did he really turn water into wine?
Yeah. I saw it before. I saw like I think it was actually Pastor Devin talked to it before. But I saw Devin
saying that it wasn't wine.
It just said just pray for it and he sent it back.
And when
it was them who said, "Well, I said the best wine for last." It didn't say that Jesus turned it into wine. These guys were so drunk right now they didn't drink anything.
You need to stop the
like at that time.
You need to stop it.
At that time they were so drunk. It's like this is the best. This is the best wine ever.
Cancelled and deleted.
Jesus said, "Fill the barrels with
is
water."
the disclaimer still going across the screen because it's just really good time for it. It's a really good time for it.
Jesus just filled the barrels with water. They brought it. Jesus prayed for it. He's like, take it back to the guy. The guy's like, "Woo, this is the best." Keep in mind, this is at the end of the party. What's no more wine left?
I'm sorry. I entirely disagree with that
Use
point.
my Holy
But
Ghost imagination. Yeah.
Again, your sanctified imagination.
At that time, they could drink anything. It's like this is the best ever.
Cut his mic, Julianne. I don't know how to work the board. I am going to learn after today. I am.
This is the
special
best
effects.
wine ever.
I mean, we said this last week. My only issue, and this I speak for myself now. My only issue with illustrations, gimmicks, when they take away, when they're a replacement for a lack of power. That's the only problem. Yeah. For a lack of truth and a lack of power, those two things must be present. And what did Yasmin say last week? The glory is always attractive. Oh, it was good.
It was good.
Minister Yasmin, whose birthday is, she ain't checking for her. She's birthday in, and that's all right.
Wine and dine.
That's all right. Basically, the glory is always attractive. The glory is always enough.
Yeah.
So whatever you do should not detract from the glory.
Yeah.
I think
the
dynamic, attractive, and one other thing. She gone for that typical persuasive triple rule of three. She hit it. I feel like maybe it was powerful. This service was as hot as they come for Dr. Martin Nottage.
Yeah,
if not hotter for the illustration. Again, the clip I saw, point was made very, very well.
Yeah.
Again, Heaven's Gates, Hellfire, it took me right back to my 8-year-old self, giving her life to Jesus Christ.
So yeah,
not for the last time, but it was one of the times I really did mean it. That day, I meant that.
It wasn't the last time.
If I die before I wake, that was one of them times.
Oh, Pastor, are you at door closed? Hello, really Pastor.
Scary. Hi, Pastor. You're not commenting, so that's why we no commenting. We have been joined very briefly in the studio because he's only standing at the door. He's not coming in like he usually would. Okay. We've been joined briefly in the studio by Pastor Denzel Roll, Bishop Denzel Roll. He greets the people.
So we talk about the picture going around.
The angels in Carmichael.
The angels on the ladder, stuff like that. That's what we came to the conclusion with. And plus, I sent Vera that video of the sermon, which was, I mean, it made sense what she's talking about. She had different levels of height that she goes. It don't even matter. I mean, we do dramatic that's not fair. I thought it's very, very unfair. How people would run home. One of our listeners said it to her, and it's usually she says it's not unbelievers that's doing this either. It's usually the believers.
Who said that? Who commented that?
Shauna said that earlier.
That it's believers that are tearing it down. Say that again. He coming in.
He coming in, guys.
He coming in, guys.
Yeah, he coming back, so it's not be long at all. I can turn my camera towards him. So
okay, so he doesn't need his own.
So I mean, I can. I have to go in. So okay. Okay. All right, go ahead. What is my here? Yeah, right there. We are joined by Pastor Denzel Roll.
Let's just give you some of the comments that have come in, so you can context. So you know,
can I have one of these water?
Yeah, man. Yeah, come on.
I asked the same question.
They sponsor us. Correct. We shouldn't be up. I mean, cover this thing. I want to see good.
Okay.
I didn't know quickly this.
Then take off. You should take off. You know, some questions were like, "Is this necessary?" is the, the question of risk, especially as it's a ladder, it's a hydraulic lift, is the risk worth it? And then the question came up is like, how do we measure the worth of any illustrative demonstration in church, a play, a dance? How do you measure the worth of that? Like, is one person who feels convicted or one person to whom the message is more clearly communicated, is that enough, or do we need a certain amount of people for the risk to be worth it? Also, the question came up about like, yeah, but what did Jesus do? The televangelists of old, they didn't need all of this.
I said,
don't respond yet. I'm just giving you the. We're gonna turn Delton mic off. And then somebody said, Jody Ann said, one way that Jesus kept himself current and appealing to the crowds was miracles, signs, and wonders. And then the question came up, well, are we doing all of these things, gimmicks, demonstrations, illustration, because we have a lack of power? And we went back to our comment last week.
Well, let's come from everybody all of a sudden deep now.
We're just back and forth though. This is our back and forth in, huh?
Yeah, I mean, everybody all deep now. Everybody deep. Everybody got all this scripture, all this thing. What happened to this? Who break that?
No, it wasn't broken. It just
it's broken. Who been into this? Oh Jesus! That's a serious why you don't use them prop. Let's go and break things, man. Lord God Almighty. No, this level of depth that exposes ignorance and shallowness is aggravating to me.
So you can't, before you get aggravated, I can't ignore the fact that the people are saying, "Greetings, Pastor Typhoon." Hi, Typhoon. Is that pastor or poetry or typhoon?
I cannot be pastor and Typhoon. I'm Typhoon. You can't put pastor for Typhoon. It's just Typhoon. It's only Typhoon.
Please go ahead,
cannot
sir.
Be pastor. This level of spiritual midgetry that we put on display, and then number one is we're so irresponsible. There are persons who are members of churches, ministers in churches, play for churches. Let me say musicians in churches who make their life of the church, who have people who follow them that are unbelievers, and they spend their time lambasting the church. It's very irresponsible, and they can be careful. But I think we need to look at that thing where the Bible talks about the things the Lord hates. I just read a text the other day, Proverbs 5 or 4. And 7 are an abomination.
It was you and spiritual advisors you said the update.
Yeah?
You spiritual advisors you said the other day.
Stop playing. Me and Essie on one accord?
No way.
Me and Essie on one accord. Sowing discord and things like that, and you putting these things out there and getting in the way of sinners.
Yeah. For the sake of social media culture of friends, right, and likes.
And let me say this: I do not follow Pastor Maddie's ministry. I do not.
Apparently, it's Doctor, sir.
Dr. Maddie, Prophetess Maddie,
Get the
Apostle
pronoun right.
Edison. I do not follow their ministry. So I can't speak to the veracity, the validity, or anything concerning their ministry. I do not. But what I will not do is come online and join in tearing them down. There are someone that was in darkness is now in light because of them. Someone. And the truth of the matter is, just like that white developer said to me years ago when I made a negative comment about Haitians.
Yeah.
I will never forget that. That white developer said to me, Denzel, the problem is when I see you, when I see the Haitian, I see the same person. When they hear lambasting another believer, the unbeliever sees all of us the same.
Yep.
That's good.
The unbeliever sees all of us the same. We believe we better than Maddie, and this one better than Golden Gate Assembly, and this one better than Life, and Life better than Montego, and Montego better than Harvest. And we got that little silly thing going on. When they look at us, they see the same people. They see the church. They see the church. That's what they say. And so when the things we bring out there and we say out there and just poking these fun. I see Pastor so-and-so poking fun. These people who call themselves doctor and pastor and minister and all this stuff like that, and just tearing down the body of Christ, you're going to give an account. It's irresponsible. Obviously, your Christian witness matters nothing to you. That is apparent that your Christian witness does not matter. The kind of things that go out there. I mean, and then you can try to quote scripture with what Jesus did. Jesus spit on the ground and put clay on the boy's eyes. There are prophets that did dramatization. The prophet came and said, "Boy, punch me." He had somebody punch him in the face to make a point concerning what God says. A prophet that went around not dressed, naked, to make a point. as the Lord directed. Your same church, whoever that is cracking these jokes, your church, them, your dancers get them flag. What them flag for? Why your dancers them dancing around with flag?
And wings.
And wings. And gold overlays. That's cool.
Oh, you always call overlays. Look at you, boss.
No, it
Where do you
takes.
learn overlays?
My daughter's dancing.
That's very true. I was like,
I had to buy overlays.
Okay. That explains it. That explains it.
It's okay for us to do these things, and then you quote here when it sold is wise. That why is our band so tight, brother musician? Why you practice so hard in your band? Because you don't need the gospel. The gospel don't need that. You don't need all that. We don't need the runs. We don't need the breaks. We don't need the click track.
No, we don't need that.
Why you get that silly click track? We don't need that nonsense.
Not the Bible. Jesus on the click track.
He ain't no click track. He didn't even have a praise team. So why don't we sit all y'all who got all these deep things to say? Why don't we sit all y'all down? Since y'all want to use all these scriptures down to validate yourself, stop it.
I feel convicted today, guys. I'd like to just express. I feel like this is our last that good morning tea. We don't need to be here. Based on what Pastor Denson is saying. This operation.
See, you guys say
I agree with you. I agree with you.
You all say things responsibly. We talk about things, right? But let's don't run out because people running out.
No, I mean we just throwing out. We just hearing what people saying.
And I think we gotta be very careful. I mean, and some things we do for laughs, but I think we gotta be careful how we do it. And how we have there's a platform here at Good Morning Tea. So there's certain things you guys can do and responsibly, not because y'all are Glory and because y'all are my members and my ministers, whatever the case is. Y'all always close the show with kingdom message, with the kingdom sound. When you put these things out there, how you gonna fix it? You sowing these seeds, and then I look at some of these preachers, their timelines, people cussing and being insulting, and they ain't correcting them.
No.
See, that's my problem. See, when I look at this stuff online, I look at their timeline, I look at the comments coming under their posts, and all kind of unbelievers are commenting under their posts and saying all kind of derogatory things, and then they come in and fixing them. They go to church again, and I watch and see if they fix it. No, they ain't fix it.
How can you fix it? You put it out there to lambaste the church. So what you trying to fix? You put it there for a reason.
She is standing there with a ladder above, and a little angel stand up in a ladder. All of us being in Crippers play.
I told the people about heaven's gates and hell's fire.
Yeah, man.
That's why I saved today.
So I mean, if you have your whatever, and this is me, I can't validate. I can't say nothing concerning the ministry there. What's the Believers Mission? What's the name?
Outreach Ministry.
Believers Outreach. Whatever the name of the ministry is, I can't say because I don't know the ministry. I've never been inside the ministry. I've never had a conversation with the pastor. Either one.
Yeah.
Do not know them. So I can't speak nothing concerning that. But I think we have to be more responsible and think about the ramifications of what we put out there to the body of Christ. And what are we doing? The church is now already being weakened. I mean, COVID and exposed us in so many different ways. Lord God, y'all spend the first half of the morning because a fella gets up in the morning and say, today I want to be a dog. And he can actually go and
I don't think the manifesto yet allows that, but your point is true.
It don't allow that? You
could be
I said yet.
A long time. You hear me say yet allows
that
it.
idea of being dog and being cougar and being this and being not cougar from the joke standpoint. People being I remember so it was a long time ago. But 20 years ago, this person said they wanted to be a cougar. And he had whiskers put in his face and stuff like that and changes his whole thing because he's now an animal.
Yeah.
And that
reptiles, people do reptiles.
Yeah, so
whole body green, stuff like that.
While we here exposing the body of Christ and weakening the posture of the body of Christ, we got the enemy just laughing, and the God of this world has blinded our minds that we cannot even see the glorious light of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
My goodness,
we got to be careful with that. Now I'm gone.
Pastor Denzel, I have to say that your entrance into our conversations is always truly divinely appointed. You always walk into the studio, pick up the phone and call, log onto the stream at the perfect.
I also want to say
perfect time. This is never planned.
His entrance into the show brought up people that I didn't know was listening.
Oh yeah. I was going to leave it alone.
Nigel
I was going to leave it alone.
Hey Bishop, how you doing?
I wasn't going to say nothing.
Rigby from all the way from 10.
I wasn't going to say nothing. I was going to leave it alone.
Talking about the same thing. All of a sudden,
and not just they didn't comment once.
No, the pastor.
They comment multiple
Naomi
times.
She ain't all one of those. I leave Naomi alone. I like Naomi.
Lura
posts on the thing.
Not Lura.
Lura posts on the thing because
but she started typing that from the house.
Lura
started typing that.
Lura, I don't respect you.
Lura started typing that.
I tell you,
from me. I was talking about the LGBT thing. She started from there. And she just pressed the end of this now.
Rescue, but she said rescue mission right on cue. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's our takeaway today. That's our takeaway.
And again, I'm not saying, we say things in jest, and I do as well, but I just think we got to be careful how we do it though, and make sure we close it. Because I think what gets under my skin is that when they try to use these scriptures, when they push it a little too far, and using these scriptures, Jesus never did this, and the Bible don't say we do this, and when you use props, that means you don't get no power. Oh, Lord Jesus, but Jesus had no mic there. When he preached either. That's a prop.
I don't know. I do believe he had
it's an aid.
Huh?
I believe he had a band.
He had a band? I believe he had a banner.
No, I believe he had a band. I believe someone said some symbols.
Because
you can't preach that Matthew 5. That's a long sermon. You do something. You do a little bit.
Matthew 5 is not longer than a preaching at Life Worship Center. Don't do it.
Matthew 5 is not an hour. And the strings is coming. So I believe
that string is coming.
Towards the end of
30 seconds, and then Pastor Denton will say, Delton, stop. I need to say this. So don't you do it.
Matthew 14, the words are recorded like this. The people were with Jesus all day.
All day.
They could have been key talking about life, telling about his problems.
I know. Did they talk? He's preaching.
Do you think Jesus had backup for the healing?
The disciples said, Jesus.
Send him home.
Hold on, Jesus.
Please.
The disciples said, Lord Jesus.
Come on,
Send him home.
Come on. Let the people go home. Because you fired the hospitality ministry. You fired them. We had hospitality ministry. You fired them. There ain't no food yet. The kitchen closed. This COVID. We can't sell food after convention. Let the people go home.
That when the oil on you could go 6 hours and don't even realize.
All I saying is the people ain't
the ministry.
So Jesus there, and I believe someone said, "No."
You could deliver the word.
Get strings in the background.
Deliver the word, and then your hand on fire, and start healing the people. The next thing we know,
I want to say off on the record that we have done 2 a.m. just one time. Only one time. We had a 6-hour service.
It happened since then.
We only had 1 6-hour service.
You was fine and ready to go for the whole 6 hours.
We have done 4.5. Since then, but no, 6 has not happened. So please do not misrepresent us.
What I'm saying is that it's possible.
8 to 2:30, right?
This was Jesus.
8 p.m. to 2. Yeah, we could do 6 there. Jesus could do 36.
Yeah,
that's the only point I was making.
Paul preached till before the window.
Sleeping. And then he wake him up.
If he was me, it didn't have to be that long. I'm just saying, if he was anything like me,
Paul say, "How dare you fall asleep? Rise." Come back inside. Open your Bible.
As I was saying. Where did I leave off, guys? Where did I leave off?
I didn't fall asleep at the window.
I gotta go to work.
You carry water.
I don't leave it.
What? Definitely.
And we can't be advertising. This only what tastes good.
It's only for your mouth and your mouth dry.
This only what to see. We need to buy some other water, man.
I mean, talk to management.
Manager, we need to buy. We need to get a sponsor for the mother water.
The manager of Glory 93.9 FM and his employees are having a business meeting.
So y'all have a hot plate there.
No. We just needed to add a little more creamer when we made our coffees.
Yeah. Anybody know? No one know this here. Why
I thought it was in the shot.
Yeah, again, another business meeting. Right live on that Good Morning Tea.
I'll do well, eh? Good morning, folks.
Nah, I don't say you come out to life no more. 2 a.m. service. Nah, I don't say you come out to life no more.
I mean, when he come on, he's beyond for 45 minutes. When Nigel comes, he's beyond for 45 minutes. He can preach a little bit and he can sing his song. Y'all know Nigel's preach. When he comes, he's feel free to preach. Nigel, don't do it. Don't let me call you out now. Don't let me. You tell me I is your pastor. This is your pastor talking. Nigel, don't you do it. Nigel is coming. Nigel's getting preaching. He's very preaching groove. Then Nigel say, "Oh, y'all didn't know I could minister." Y'all didn't know the side of me. Nigel, come on and do praise and worship.
Nigel, that's what you get for commenting when Pastor coming.
Nigel, come on. Nigel, we call Nigel. Look, we ready to jump up. Nigel, come, I worship you. It's all right, Nigel. And you could get on me, Nigel. You better stop. That's my friend, though. Love you, bro. I go on.
Yes, sir. As we come now to the end of our show, and now the end is there. Oh, sorry, boss. I can't think of camera. So let me see him walk up. Hey, bye, bro.
Oh my!
Vital great.
Again.
Yeah, all right. So that's it.
I thought you were gonna run the song to the end.
No,
Give us the big
I know
finish.
you go. I know you go. No.
I did it.
You have done enough songs for the day. We didn't
I just don't like starting things and don't finish. That's it. That's our final word. Believers, in this time, clickbait that is encouraging us to be. It almost makes us feel like we have to say something, that we have to comment, and we don't.
We don't need to be involved.
We're
We
in an
don't
age
need to put
where-
in our 2 cents.
Well, it's important that we get likes, and people believe that we are funny and get likes. That's really what it is. And so we find anything, regardless if it's
I
if
just
it
got
hurts
a
the church.
private message from a friend who is listening and doesn't want to comment on Facebook. Apparently, 6-hour service. I
That
wasn't
was-
at life for that.
No, you wasn't there then.
I didn't.
was
I hadn't reached by then.
upstairs. Out-
Mind you.
Fortunately, I was there either.
Where were you?
I was homesick. I never forget. It was a garden experience. We had garden
You
experience.
missed the
services.
garden experience.
Yeah, I was. I was sick bad. So I was.
You
watching,
had to be sick bad.
I was
bad.
watching online, and I was watching, and during it, I fell asleep.
Had you been there, you'd have fallen out the window.
And I got back up,
and they were still going.
and it was like still live. I was like, why is it still live?
Now, mind you, I'm sure in my lifetime I've done a longish one.
Man, we've done
some of these
definitely
watch
know,
night
Fan the Flame.
services. Fan the Flame.
You didn't find the
Not
flame,
the
right?
first one.
We did one. I think we did do. Did do?
Okay, I was there for that.
Yeah, we did find the flame for 12 hours.
No. Fan the Flame wasn't that long.
Find the flame was for 12 hours.
No, it wasn't.
We started from
Oh yeah.
yeah,
it
when we had
was.
all different pastors and different praise teams until what?
I can go find that on YouTube.
Anyway,
I mean,
so
we're
yeah,
talking about 6-hour services. Those of us who do 2 services on a Sunday, that's 6 hours easily.
every Sunday.
It's two services.
From
That's
8
6 hours
from 8 to
easy.
2.
8 to 2. So
It is what it is.
tis what it
It is what it
is.
is. Thank you so much for listening to all of you that are listening via so Find the Flame is 12 hours. So yeah, we did Find the Flame. I Find the Flame had different preachers, different singers, different bands. These are the rocking and rolling with the theatrics.
Our takeaway though, believers, y'all don't gotta be mixed up in that.
Do better.
Keep this kingdom one. Keep this kingdom as one. If you ain't sure about it, don't say nothing.
Yeah, leave it
If you're
alone.
not sure about it, say
Leave-
nothing.
Leave it alone.
Leave it.
There's no reason
So
for
what
you.
that means is next week we're gonna have to change the format of this whole show. Don't send us no at Kiki. We don't want to know about it. All we want to know, don't want to know about anything save Jesus and
Jesus
him
Christ and
crucified.
him
That's
crucified.
it. If that's not what you said,
All we want to know.
that's not what you sliding into our DMs
We-
to send us the videos. We don't want to know.
We
don't
gotta
wanna
let you
know
know that
what's on church milk.
God ain't joking,
And
hell's still smoking.
smoking.
That's all we want to talk about. God ain't joking. Yo, when key, God ain't joking. Nothing funny but Jesus. And hell's still smoking.
And
Find
while we
yourself
here, if
in
you
a
ain't praying,
priceless hell.
you're playing.
You're playing. Anymore?
Anymore. Let's go. Let's close the show on it.
Is there one?
Is there another? Is there another?
But I mean, thank you so much for tuning in. To all
I've
those
had
that are
fun this
locked in,
morning,
to all of
this
our,
afternoon.
to all of our new DGMTs who we
Yeah.
just know that secretly
Or
watch.
secret DGMTs
Yeah,
who
the
apparently aren't
the
new,
secret
but only
group.
come out of the woodwork when, give
those-
a little neck roll
To
today.
those listening all over the world, different parts of the United States of America, different countries. So all the way, I got a comment from my aunt Elise. She wasn't online, up on the road this day, so that's why she didn't get a
Okay.
call from Elise. She's there driving,
Auntie Leith, you are excused.
but she listening on TuneIn
However,
Radio
we're still waiting for that little thing.
for the sponsor. That
We're
sponsorship
still waiting for that little thing. Because Delton already has the banner straight.
ready to go.
That
Anyway.
Elite morning tea. Like we have it ready. DEMT, we got it locked. We just need we need the thing to
So yeah,
come through.
so if anybody want to sponsor, you have a business out there wanting to advertise on our show or any of Glory 93.9 shows, which are the shows are piling up. We're getting more and more, and so jump in now while the prices are low. I ain't gonna hold you. Once people get in there, the price is going up.
Because we going higher.
Higher.
Take me higher.
Yeah, so right now
I
we are still way below the market prices, and so jump in now.
For sponsorship.
Yeah, jump in now while the water's troubled.
I'm calling out those sponsors that we haven't heard from in a little while. What it is? Something security.
Oh, timeless security. Yeah,
Timeless security. And what's the other one?
And then there is
Because I know they're listening.
Lachey's.
They're gonna message me on Tuesday and a kiki about something that's happening
Yeah,
now.
so sponsors we haven't heard from in a long time. We didn't get Franklin today. Franklin working today. So we ain't no donuts.
Franklin working today.
DR Cube. They ain't no chicken today.
DR Cube, no chicken today.
Y'all
Those of you that
y'all slacking your riding.
those of you that haven't been listening to Glory 93.9,
Get on it.
listen, it's juicy now.
Oh yeah.
DGMT is only the beginning.
Right now,
Monday,
Yeah.
one-on-one. Power.
They back. Actually,
They back.
It starts from 9 o'clock with Adrian Francis.
Yes, indeed.
And National Access. Then 11 to 1 is Michelle Malcolm with Global Paradigm Shift. Every Monday to Friday, right here on Glory 93.9 FM. So we have from 9 to 1 that double play.
Shows on shows
And
on
then Pastor Denzel that they're back. Barbershop Talk is back on Wednesdays.
Barbershop Talk. My heart
Barbershop
jumped
Talk is back
when I saw that on Wednesday.
At 5 o'clock.
I did miss Mr. Peter Wilson. Though.
Yeah, Peter
was
Wilson
like,
there. Well, yeah, he has some different issues.
My namesake. Where are you, sir?
Wilson wasn't there. One-on-one is back with Pastor Denzel and Rakino on Mondays at 5 o'clock. Girl Talk is
and they
back.
trying to outdo us, asking people to bring them sushi. So y'all, DGMT is you the realest fans, okay?
Yeah, they're trying to one up us.
It's a little.
It's fine though.
Julie, what's book for?
Bottle Dog. She's here with us.
Wow.
Bottle Dog. So we have a lot of shows here on Glory 3.9.
Yeah.
Girl Talk is back every Thursday at
4:30.
4:30. What did I say? 5 again? It's not 5. 4:30. Doors open at 4:15. Grab a seat. Come on in. Where the table is spread. And it's piece of all right. I least said soon.
Is going on.
I least said soon. Coming soon.
Coming soon? All right, we waiting on it.
Waiting on it.
We're waiting on it.
Checks in the mail. And so thank you so much for listening. Make sure you find yourself in the house of Lord this tomorrow. If you're a Sabbath worshiper, you probably should be in church around that time. Or church coming out soon. But if you're not and you worship on the first day of the week like us, feel free to join us at Life Worship Center, where we begin every morning at 8 a.m. every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. and then again at 11. 2 services, 2 opportunities to worship with us. Pastors, the fellow you just heard a little while ago. You guys on podcast. No, you know. Alexander Hall.
This is the point
Alexander
in the conversation
old school man of mine.
where I tap out.
That's me.
Because that's above me.
I mean, it really ain't. You can do some research. You can research. Alex, we can work on that. We can work on that podcast situation. Because I'm not a podcaster, I don't listen to podcasts at all. So I never really thought about it.
This is not about you, Delton. This is about the people.
So
that singing spirit is on you. The singing spirit is on you. DGMT it's been fun today.
Yes,
this has been
Girl Talk is back.
In the words of Naomi, this has been a conch salad of a day. It's been a lot of things going on. From potatoes to TikTok.
To gender neutral potatoes.
Not just regular potatoes. Gender neutral potatoes. To TikTok. To your leave, the preachers them alone.
Shauna, you missed. We had a little potluck on last week, Shauna, that you missed. We had chicken and donuts.
That was only the pre-potluck. We're getting the logistics together.
We get it together. We can put it together to have a little Saturday potluck. So keep it lost. Glory 93.9 FM, your favorite gospel station. I ended the show like I have a song to play, or like I am prepared to actually leave.
Michelle said, great show yet again. Thank you so very, very much. There is so much material Delton and I did not cover today, but that's because you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
And your comments keep us going. And we're good with that.
Yeah.
So next week, we'll be back.
I had to list for next week.
We'll be back with more tea. And Pastor Denzel will come in at the end and he'll fix it.
I did end it. He'll end the show first.
He'll end the show first.
So doors again. Of course, don't forget, doors open at 10:30. Show begins anytime afterwards. Yeah, that text was me and Vera happened around 9. Just to make sure we're still doing the show.
Delton, we stop doing that now. We don't do that anymore. We don't do that now. Now we just we confirm what time we come in.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. Make sure to tune in. We can work on podcasts, just for those that are especially on the island and have the podcasting things and listen to podcasts.
That way inclined.
Yeah, so we work on a podcast situation. So keep it locked, man. Right here at Glory 93.9. I am Delton. The person to my right is
Vera.
And once again, happy independence to all my Ghanaians. We will celebrate on tonight with a pot of jollof rice. That's all I know from Africa. That's the only African meal I know.
Who is making this jollof rice?
That's the only.
I really should make jollof rice today, you know.
And I've yet to have it.
Honor of
for all of our friends. Oh, yeah, and again, happy birthday to you. I just want you to know.
Yeah, so many birthdays. One more time. Can we shout them out one more time?
That's your friend that's been here for 5 years, Oyen, and I've yet to have any food of my ancestors from her.
The first problem I have with Delton is he's still saying things like food of my ancestors. That's where we got to start.
I mean, it is.
We have to fix that.
You can talk about all you want. It is what it is. and so it's been 5 years.
Shauna say yes, the rice. I'm tired of you already.
From Vera, it'll say egg sandwich.
So the chicken wings was nothing.
No,
the chicken wings don't count.
Nothing from your house.
Because I made it somewhere else.
Yeah, I need the seasonings from
Bye everyone. It's been great. It's been a good show.
I need the
let's end it while we're on a high. Quit. They say quit while we're ahead because this is about to go south and Delton about to make me mad.
Oh man!
Happy Independence. Happy birthday. Happy weekend. Happy life.
I should find a song to play. That's really why I played a song yet.
Any song about the saints minding their business? Anything like that? Anything of that nature?
There's a song that says Corona can't hold me down. I want to find that.
Maybe we shouldn't end the show on
that. Hey, listen, y'all free to leave. The show don't know. We didn't say the benediction.
Oh, goodness.
Right, we're just hanging around talking after church. So if y'all want to leave, y'all feel free to leave.
Hailing the saints. Hailing the saints.
Yeah, we just talking.
Okay, all right.
Make sure everybody good. You know, y'all good? Anybody cook? Who cooked today? Anybody cook? No one cook? All right, then. That's fine.
Slide in the DMs.
We go to Wendy's. It's all right.
Confirm these details in the DM. But thank you to all of you again.
Yeah, man, so
we'll see you this time next week.
Right here on Glory 93.9 FM and, of course, on the Face of the Book. So y'all be safe. Y'all be careful.
What are we listening to?
This is some Sherwin Gardner and some Canton Jones. So keep it locked. I'm trying to find Nigel, but it takes too long, and I start talking.
Nigel, who only replied Pastor Denzel.
Oh, boy. Y'all just...
Hi, Mr. Lewis.
Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis. Donald, so you want to try the rice too?
Y'all let me know when you can find it so I could try it as well. I mean,
so Alex say, Alex in Canada. All right, Alex. So Alexander, we can work on our podcast. Get that going for you. You see one Minister Marion. So
Minister No. Y'all want to take this left.
We got a request for the Corona can't hold me down. Naomi, say less.
Naomi, you were doing so well till just now. We don't say bye 15 times. Bye, everyone. Log off. Bye. Off my camera.
This song was still playing, so let me stop just because the woman of God asked for the song. And what we do here at DGMT, we make sure that people are happy. We don't want people to not be happy. And so I leave you with this song here from Keely Richardson that says what? Corona?
You meant that one. I thought you meant the other one. This is a natural song. This is a natural
song on somebody's album.
This is a natural song.
So anyway, we gone, man. We are out of here. Y'all be safe. For God films and a glory film weekend. Oh, yeah. Hold me down.
It's the churchiness of it, for me, honestly.
It's definitely the churchiness. Actually, literally singing the song like the truth. All right, so let's go together. As y'all listen to the song, as we make our exit. Hold me down.
You won't be able to hold me.
Hold me down.
Harmonies, guys.
Hold me down. It's okay, I
got it.
Hold me down. Yeah. Hold me down. Go on again. Hold me. Yeah, Lord.